Yeah. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego. Oh, these allergies. Fuck. Man. What's up with everybody? What's cracking? Dude. Hey, picture us rolling. Yeah. Throw your dubs up. We back. Smash the like button as well. I go by the name of E-G-O. Get it right. We're going to talk some boxing. Just a little bit. Poquito. Why do y'all look mad? Y'all supposed to be happy they're free. Y'all look like y'all want to be to stay in jail. Punk buster. Picture me rolling in my 500 bits. I got no love for these. There's no need to be friends. They got me under surveillance with somebody chilling. I'm drinking Hennessy. I should have bought some Henny. Some Heem. That's what we call it in the Bay. That Heem. Money Pal, congrats to your son. Sucker punch, get laced up. That was a good knockout for Money Pal. Make sure you guys check out Money Pal the 4th. Shout out to Money Pal the 3rd. Everybody's working, you know. Shout out to 4 Life 1 Deep. Outlaw. Eagle Valley in the building. Put that Eagle Valley across the belly. Luis Ortiz hasn't looked that good in his last 2 fights. I see AJ knocking him out. But your name is Kung Fu Junkie. Like, we don't even know who you are, bro. See, I'm trying to tell y'all. That's the thing with this internet right here. You never know. You don't know who's giving you opinions nowadays. It's just, you know, Luis Ortiz, bottom line, he won his last 2 fights. So, bro, this is why I don't trust boxing fans, because on the internet, I don't know who you are. You said he didn't look too good in his last 2 fights, but I was at his last 2 fights. You know what I'm saying? He knocked, well, actually, I wasn't at the Christian Hammer fight, but I was at his last 2 fights before that, and he knocked out Travis Kaufman. And you talking about he didn't look good. He won every single round, and before that, he knocked out Razkujano. So what are you even talking about, bro? The zone is looking real bad right now. Hey, Eagles Army, we shining. Hey, I said city, state, zip. Where y'all at? Where y'all from? We about to get gully. You know, I'm taking it back to Tim's and Scully's and them Pele's. Let's get it. I'm back on my grind. I'm on my grimy shit, my 90s shit. Let's get it. Let's do the Boxing Ego roll call. I want to see where you guys are at. City, state, zip. Let's get it. Hold on, I gotta get my tissue. I guess I can't get that gully. Can't get that gully. Have allergies. I'm gonna get gully after I get some Kleenex. Look, I got this ballerific Kleenex. Look at this. I got that Versace Kleenex. They want to be like me. They want that Versace Kleenex like me. Look at this. This shit straight Versace Kleenex. Now I'm playing. I got this from the 98-cent store. Shout out to the Bronx. Be more where they see more. Hartsville, South Carolina 843, North Omaha. Let's get it. Terrence Crawford fighting this week. It's fight week, people. Orlando, Florida, Melbourne, Australia in the building. 402. They in the building. North Carolina. Brownsville, Brooklyn in the building. 401 Providence up in the building. That's Rhode Island shit. Shout out to Jersey. NJ Brick City in the building. 08810 in the building. Mexico City. 510. Where y'all at? LBC, I see y'all. Throw your dubs up, man, one time for this Cali shit. Fruit City, Texas, 409. Where my real Texans at? Shout out to Kuwait. Everybody, we worldwide, baby. Chicago. Khan's getting knocked out by the 9th round. It could be a good fight, though. Eesh. Chicago Garfield Park Boxing. Okay, Adrian Granados. Yeah, Danny, he has to be hungry in that fight. Miami 305, Yuma AZ. Shout out to Tokyo. And I thought you knew. Shout out to Tokyo. Old media, some lies like Pinocchio. This ain't a joke with... Oh, let me stop. Hold on. Grove City, Ohio. Richmond, Cali. Shout out to Hilltop. Dominican Republic. NC 919. Brockton, Mass. Seattle 605 South Dakota. Luis Ortiz. Oh my gosh, this guy again. What, bro? What is... Listen, I don't understand why. Like, that's cool. You can have opinions on my channel, but the thing, shout out to Mitchell, Alabama. Listen, this is the thing I don't understand at all. You guys have the guys that have all these super opinionated opinions that nobody else fucking agrees with. Why don't y'all do this YouTube shit? You guys seem to know it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you guys seem to think you know your shit. So you get on YouTube and you start preaching to the world how Luis Ortiz ain't this and he's old and he ain't look good in his last 2 fights and build up a little following. I don't understand it. Y'all rather come to my shit. You know what I'm saying? We want to have boxing talk, realistic boxing talk. That real shit to make you feel shit. And y'all be coming with this wild shit. Oh, yeah, Luis Ortiz looked terrible. Well, guess what? He only has 1 loss. He has 1 loss. And the reality of it is, the whole thing is this. Come on, ego, you really think this okay, now you're annoying. Okay, you're in the hot seat. He says, come on, ego, you really think this version going to beat AJ? Okay, so come on, Kung Fu Junkie. Who has accomplished more, Luis Ortiz or Gerald Miller? Because we know the fight's not happening now, but that was Gerald Miller was the scheduled opponent. So who accomplished more, Luis Ortiz or Gerald Miller as a pro? You're up. See, I try to let you out the reasonable way. So who had accomplished more? You're talking about, oh, come on. He was scheduled to fight Gerald Miller. Obviously it's not happening with the drug test fail, the PED fail, but who had accomplished more as a pro? About equal, you're in the hot seat next. These motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing. I try to tell y'all. He said it's equal. Okay, we gonna treat you like equal. We gonna dump you in some coffee. I can't wait. Like I said, I told y'all 9-10 times ago, stop fucking with me. This man said they've accomplished equal. And Gerald Miller, that's my guy. But, I'm a straight shooter. All right, you got 10 seconds so I can get the first homie out. Where homie at? 9 seconds. Kung Fu. Come on with that Kung Fu shit. I'm ready. Everybody was Kung Fu fighting. Where you at? I'm ready for that Kung Fu. Come on, let's get this martial arts. Let's get this work. So, who had accomplished more? You can't answer a simple question. You have 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Shooters, get ready. Shooters, announce yourself. I got to know who's in here with me. Okay, we got at least Kennedy Linder. 5 seconds. I'm asking you a simple question and Kung Fu has not responded. Who has accomplished more as a pro? Gerald Big Baby Miller or Luis King Kong Ortiz? 4 seconds. Please hurry up. My shooters is coming. My shooters is strapped up and you about to get clapped up. And you about to get wrapped up and that's it. Get wrapped in plastic. All right, block him. So he could go. Where the next dude? Cook Deem. All right, let me get him out of here. Shooters, clap that dude. Kung Fu, he can't answer. Shout out to Compton, Hub City. You already know what it is, man. So he's done. He copped out. He couldn't answer a simple question like usual. Block boxing Patron. Listen, we can do it like this. It don't matter. Okay. Shout out to Kenny Linder. Hey, you might be by yourself right now, Kenny Linder, so hold me down. Okay, you could unblock Boxing Patron. I looked at some of his other comments. I thought he was trying to be with the dumb shit. All right. Next person in the hot seat was Posty. Hardcore rapper, but he's Posty. He says Gerald Big Baby Miller as a pro has accomplished the same amount. It's equal to Luis King Kong Ortiz. No, I said, what have they done? What have they done as pros? You like resume wise. You said it's equal. You're asking a question, strike one. How the fuck can you answer a question when you're asking your own question? I put you in the hot seat. You don't put me in the hot seat. If you get past these rounds, then I'll answer whatever you need me to answer. But that's not how that works. Strike one. All right, you got one more response, Posty, because I got to get this show started. Come on, Posty. Come on, Post Malone, whoever you think you are right now. How do they have equal resumes? That's how I judge accomplishments. Block him. No answer. Waste of my time. You're out of there. The incomparable. The unstoppable. Stop it. He said that's how I judge accomplishments. Bro, we don't listen. See, this is what people try to do. They try to play semantics with you. They're like, oh, yeah, it's my opinion. Yeah, we get it. Everybody has an opinion. Everyone's entitled to opinion. Freedom of speech. We get that. But their opinion be some far out dumb shit, and then they can't even explain their opinion. That's a problem. If someone says, hey, I like oatmeal over cream of wheat, and then they're like, yo, you don't like cream of wheat better than oatmeal? How come? You would at least be able to explain it. You'd be like, I like oatmeal tastes better. I like the texture. It's quicker to make. It's easier to make. You're going to have some, logical reasons why you feel how you feel. Now, that is always going to be something that's subjective, because there's someone out there who likes cream of wheat more than oatmeal, and somebody out there likes porridge, like Goldilocks or some shit. But it's always going to be subjective. That's cool. But if you have these opinions, especially when they're radical, and I feel like Ego's Army and the we don't understand, we just asking you to enlighten us. But to say that Gerald Miller is as accomplished as Luis Ortiz is a farce. He hasn't even fought like a Bryant Jennings yet. Like an American guy who's, has wins over Archer Spilka before Wilder, has a win over Mike Perez, shit like that. Fought Klitschko. Luis Ortiz knocked him out. So who's that? Who's the comparable? Maris Wag, Gerald Washington, Johan Duhaupas, guys after they had lost. You know what I'm saying? And some of them by stoppage loss by other people. Stop it, bro. Shout out to Melvin. I always think of Baby Boy when I think of Melvin. Y'all keep fucking with me. I'm a Melvin. I'm gonna be Melvin in your crib with your mama, and I'm finna just be walking around the house and shit with your mom legs wrapping around my waist. Y'all need to stop playing with me, bro. I'm a Melvin y'all shit. I better be all in the fridge and shit. I'm gonna eat your leftovers. You and your friends went to BJ's Brewery. I'm gonna eat that shit, bro. Oh, like, what you got, the jambalaya? Okay. And you gonna be mad. Oh, he goes fucking my mom. He's a motherfucker. Yeah, y'all gonna be telling your friends. Ego's a motherfucker. Like, yeah, I know he's a motherfucker. No, I mean literally. He's fucking my mom. I'm gonna be dogging her shit, bro. See, this is what happens when you have creative control. I could talk like this. They want to say shit, fuck, damn like me. They want to cuss like me. I'm gonna be with my dukes. You know what I'm saying? Y'all liked it when Gerald Miller was saying that to Joshua, but I'm coming after y'all. y'all household shit. I'm on some Melvin shit because y'all are annoying. A lot of you guys are annoying, so I'm about to Melvin this shit, bro. You know, I'm finna. Is this Jody? Jody stay with his mom, nigga. Hey, cut. Is this fuck your fork, cut. Like, I'm about to be on some real baby boy shit, bro. I'm about to Melvin y'all. If you don't know shit about boxing, I might Melvin y'all family, bro. Your pop's gonna be mad. Try to come at your boy. I'm gonna divorce your whole family, bro. It's just how it's gotta be. I'm gonna make your whole family divorce. Make up to break up. Make up to break. I am the stream king, people. Let's get it, bro. Call me Boxing Melvin, bro. See, Melvin, a guy named Melvin Jackson, shout out to my guy. He said Melvin them. Wow, he's encouraging me. I got the cosign. I think that's what he's saying. Yeah, we about to break up these casuals homes and shit. Y'all keep fucking around. Or I'm gonna send one of the little homies to do it. You know, my little homies be riders and shit. This Bay Area shit be real. Anyway, Boxing Ego. Let's talk about it. Shout out to Mel. Yeah, motherfucker. She gonna be cooking for me. I'm gonna turn your home into Mel's Diner. Get it? I said your mom's gonna be cooking for me. I'm gonna turn it to Mel's Diner. Oh my gosh. You know, give it this Lethal Weapon, that Mel Gibson. Let's get it. She gonna get Riggs. I'm too old for this shit. Riggs. I'm gonna turn your Lethal Weapon 1 and 2, motherfucker. Them the best ones. For real, bro. I'm getting sick of this internet shit, bro. Like these people is just crazy. Like they just, you know, they be acting ridiculous, saying ridiculous things. Ridiculous commentary. He said, teach them the difference between boxing, guns, and butter. Hey, you're ridiculous. My dude Kari is ridiculous, bro. He's really on some Melvin stuff. He said guns and butter. You just a baby boy. You not the real McCart. I've been running these streets. Yeah, bro. They finna be like Cry Reese. Remember when Tyrese? Don't take my baby. Don't take my baby. Remember when Tyrese was crying on camera? Like, how you recording yourself crying? Like, Tyrese, he from the West Coast too. So, you know, I got to give love to that because he from Cali. But who records themselves crying? That's a man. That's really weird. He's like, what more do you want from me? What more do you want from me? I want you to hit stop. That's what I want more from you. I want you to hit stop on this record because this is ridiculous right now. You know what I'm saying? He was like, what more do you want from me? I want you to hit, you see that little square? You know, that red light's going to go off because you're recording right now. I want you to stop. I want you to stop this. That's what I want. Motherfucker was what more do you want from me? I want you to delete this post. Since you're taking special requests, I want you to delete this off the internet. This ain't Vine, motherfucker. What the fuck, bro? Your ego is way out of control. Need to stop fucking with you. Who sent you guys? Who are you, bro? Your ego is way out of control. Need to stop fucking with you. Motherfucker, if you feeling froggish, leap. Stop fucking with me. I don't care, bro. That's what I'm saying. Okay, that's it. You said I'm a narcissist. My ego's fucking with me. You need to stop fucking. When is that going to happen? Just tell me that. Shooters, leave him alone. Leave him alone right now. When are you going to stop fucking with my channel? You said I need to stop, like I'm a drug or something. I need to get off of this ego shit. Like when is that gonna happen? When can you make that? Can you go cold turkey and just stop coming to my channel totally? Like when can you stop? This motherfucker said I need to stop. Motherfucker don't need to stop. Just do it. Like Nike, just do it, motherfucker. What you talking about? Yeah, they hating off rip. You know that. I paid the cost to be the boss, so you know they hating off rip. He said your name is Clayton. Enough said. That's what I'm saying. You got Clayton Bigsby hating. I smell. They breathe up all the white man's air. They think they're the best dancers. Hey, if you don't get your Clayton Bigsby ass the fuck up out of my shit, bro. Remember he couldn't see his shit. I smell. Clayton. Yeah, never mind. I'm not even arguing with no motherfucker named Clayton, bro. That's a good. Whoever said that, that's good. I can't argue with no motherfucker named Clayton. You know, what if you just read a headline? Ego gets in a fist fight with Hunter and Pierce. What? I had neighbors named Hunter and Pierce like back in the day. Like Hunter and Pierce. Like I can't like your name. Like I can't just be that. Can't be the headline. Ego gets in a fight with Gunther and Hunter and Pierce and Clayton. Let's just stop, bro. Let's just stop this. Your name is Clayton. Just chill out, Clay. Clay Matthews. Yeah, look at Clayton Bigsby and shit. He mad. He big mad, bro. Clayton's like, now you're gonna insult names? The Black Channel. Why do they insult people's names? The Black. Yeah, motherfucker, I can't argue with you if your name's Hunter and Pierce and Gaverett and shit, bro. Like, what the fuck I look like arguing with you motherfuckers, bro? Oh, Ego got into it with Gaverett. Like, who the fuck is Gaverett, my dude? Fucking Cecil. Like, who is Cecil? Like, why Clayton and Cecil and shit, bro? Hunter, Pierce, Gaverett, and Cecil. Bartholomew. I'm not arguing with you. Your name at least need to be Bart or BA or some shit, bro. BA Baracus. Like, I'm not arguing with you motherfuckers, bro. So y'all need to change y'all names, go to the courthouse, get y'all names switched. I'm not arguing with you motherfucker. Reginald and Gaverett and Cecil. Bro. Get these motherfuckers. Get him out of here, bro. I don't even want him to have the ability to respond to me. Now I'm not going in. I'm just being real, bro. I'm trying to run this show, and they're like, "Oh man, you know these weird ass names and shit." You know, Bartholomew. I'm not trying to argue with nobody named Bartholomew. You know, Gunther. Y'all think this is funny. Y'all like me getting tormented and shit, bro. Man, get Clayton out of here, please. Do I have any shooters? Please, help. Thank you. That motherfucker named Clayton Hines. That sounds like a fucking tap dancer. Gregory Hines ass dude, bro. That motherfucker make ketchup and shit. Who the fuck? Yeah, my name is Clayton Hines. Fucking, if he had, depending on his middle name, he's a serial killer. Cause you know how them serial killers be having them shooters and shit, like Lee Harvey Oswald. They be having them 3 names. John Wilkes Booth. That motherfucker, depending on his middle name, I'm kind of scared, bro. If his name is like Clayton Austin, you know, oh shit. Let me stop talking about this motherfucker. Clayton Austin Hines and shit. Oh shit, that sound like some shit, bro. Hey, man, I have to get that. I have to pull that Glock 19 out real quick. Hold on, like this shit crazy. No, you know how I talk about Lee Harvey Oswald and John Wilkes Booth. Like, you motherfuckers sound crazy. Ted Bundy. Like, the motherfuckers with 3 first names and shit. Like, I don't know what Anthony Joshua's name is, but, you know, if his name is like Anthony Burt Joshua or something, that shit, I don't know, bro. Certain names just sound like something wrong with you and shit. Ted Bundy and all that, like Hannibal Lecter, like what the fuck? Who the fuck just named you Hannibal? Your mom know you was. See, look, John Wayne Gacy. That's what I'm saying. BTK Killer, Dennis Rader and shit. That, bro, you sound like some Mortal Kombat shit. What the fuck is Dennis Rader? Like, these motherfuckers sound Hey, let me stop. You know, Mark David Chapman, the dude that shot John Lennon. See, I'm well versed. Your boy intelligent. John Lennon's killer, his name was Mark David Chapman. That sound like a failed musician that just lost it and became obsessed with the Beatles and all that, bro. Let me stop. Hold on. You know, I gotta strap up, bro. Hold on. Hey, y'all wildin'. Charles, man, that's what I'm saying, bro. These names sound like you crazy. Anyway, let's get it, bro. I'm the stream king. They don't even want me to start. They know. That's how they know this is gonna be a fun episode. Listen, I'm gonna rip this fucking mic out. Smash the like button before I rip this mic out. I don't care. I'll buy another one. Can y'all smash the like button and stop playing? Y'all like the joke? Funny. That shit funny. Y'all, if it's so funny, smash the fucking like button. Man, y'all be playing with the kid, bro. He's like, your ego is really off-putting. Like, get your ass up out of here then. I don't want you here. Don't need you here. Don't care. Yeah, I'm ego, motherfucker. Don't want you here. These dudes always be, he was crying. He was crying up in there. He was, I don't want to hear ego talk about this. He was crying in there. Like, these dudes, all they do is they come and cry. They cry on my channel, bro. Stop crying. I don't care. I really don't. Like, I really don't care what you're talking about. I know what I'm saying. That's why what I'm doing, I know what I'm doing. I'm destroying them. This is fucking Clayton and shit. Go play clay pigeon shooting or some shit, bro. It's something you're good at. Horseshoes. Yeah, go play a game of horseshoes. This is fucking Clayton. What? Go get your metal detector and go look for some treasure or some shit. Who the fuck is Clayton? Like, real talk. This motherfucker got a metal detector and shit. Boop, 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 boop. I found a penny from 1912. Like, get the fuck up out of here then. Go appraise that penny or whatever the fuck you talking about, bro. Antique Roadshow. Like, get these motherfuckers out my face, bro. I'm not playing, bro. I'm not playing with y'all, dog. They're annoying. They always try to come in and pollute the comment section. You're it like they my dad or something. Your ego is out of control, mister. Like, okay, it's out of control. They call me ego. You should have expected that. Leave me alone. Nah, I'm not going to any of the fights this weekend. I didn't feel like it. Shout out to Gerald Wicks, $2 super chat. Yo, ego, you coming down for the Danny Garcia fight? Nah, I was thinking about it, but I didn't even apply to that. So there's that. Listen, yeah. Anyway, these dudes say whatever about Luis Ortiz. You know, oh yeah, Luis Ortiz. Let's talk about it. You guys see the title of the video. It's so funny to me that now all of us, like, so. This is funny, people. Let's break this down. Smash the like button if you guys could. Just break this down real quick. So, for the last year plus 2 years, you know, whenever the Klitschko fight was, probably even before that, I've been an advocate for Luis King Kong Ortiz getting an opportunity with one of the big names. Shout out to Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. He gave an opportunity. Luis Ortiz did good, but came up short. But also Joshua, because the heavyweight division, I told you guys time and time again, it's very easy to see who's at what level. You got the up-and-comers, you know, that are, like, looking good, but as pros, they haven't really done enough, like, high-level competition to really show where they're at. Like Tony Yoka, Joe Joyce, Daniel Dubois, F.A. Ajagba. They're just growing. You know, they're working on their craft. Adam Kaunowski. they're being fed like former contenders and stuff like that at best. Cool. I'm good with that. We'll see what they do in their careers and which category they get plunged to. Then you have your champions or former champions. Tyson Fury. You also have Deontay. No particular order. Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, AJ. Just below that, you have Luis Ortiz. What we thought was probably like Gerald Miller and Dillian White. Right around there. Then you have like your journeymen and people who are washed up and shit like that. Marish WEC and Manuel Char, guys with a couple losses that people don't think are the best. That's kind of how I look at the tier system. Champion, former champion. Just below that, knocking down the door for a title shot, Dillian White, Luis Ortiz, Gerald Miller. Then you have your, just run-of-the-mill guys, stuff like that, guys with multiple losses, Povetkin, blah, blah, blah. And then you have the kind of the prospects that we're all watching for. Yeah, I would put Parker in, yeah, he's a former champion, so I'll put him in, with Dillian White, Luis Ortiz, out of respect. It's pretty easy to see that. So I've been an advocate for Luis King Kong Ortiz getting an opportunity for the longest. Wilder gave him one, came up short. He's since, I think, won like 3 fights or whatever. And I've been saying that Joshua should fight him. It's a good barometer test. Wilder's fighting someone that Joshua beat in Dominic Brazil, who happens to be his mandatory, So it's like crisscross. Because I'm the Miggity Mac, crisscross. Jump. So, Luis Ortiz is a good enough opponent in a division where it's easy to see who's who. And I think he's a deserving person, even with the loss to Deontay Wilder. Now, all of a sudden, Joshua's event gets fucked up. FUBAR. Gerald Miller failed a drug test. He's denying it, of course. But it doesn't change the fact he can't get licensed. Right? Doesn't change the fact that the fight imploded. It doesn't change any of these facts. So Joshua's in search of a new opponent. Now, this is the funny part. But wait, there's more. This is the funny part, y'all. Now, after all of this time where I was advocating for Dillian White, 2 British fighters, Dillian White to listen to the WBC and fight Luis Ortiz, especially since they kind of had some back and forth. White called him an old man and stuff like that. And Joshua, who that's his former mandatory, he was unrightfully, or he shouldn't have been dropped from the rankings because the people who found his failed drug test the last time was the WBC, and they cleared him to fight for their belt. So why did the WBA or whatever drop him from the rankings totally? Doesn't make any sense. And he was Joshua's mandatory. So I've been an advocate for this. Now all of a sudden, when Joshua Miller becomes FUBAR, now you have all these advocates for Luis Ortiz fighting Joshua with less time to prepare. Get the fuck up out here. Do you see the bullshit in boxing? So this whole time, Joshua could have just A-side Joshua, A-side Anthony, could have selected anybody he wanted, including Wilder, who was pressing him, including Luis Ortiz, who was pressing him, including Dillian White, who was pressing him and said he wanted that rematch. He chooses Gerald Miller. Now, because Gerald Miller has made a boo-boo and failed a drug test, now all of a sudden you're like, you want Adam Kaunowski, you want Luis Ortiz, you're scrambling with Dillian White. Stop it. Because AJ is he's the leader of the pack in terms of A-side and popularity. That's what they said, right? He was the A-side over everybody. So he could have selected any of these guys. Block Adrian Velasco. Blocking. This stream won't continue until my shooters do their job and block Adrian Velasco. I'll wait. I just like to see that name get removed about my chat. I'm just going to meditate until then. Bow. Okay, we back on him. So, all this time, A-side Anthony could have selected any of these guys. Now, because your event is FUBAR, now all of a sudden you need somebody to foot the bill and like, be a dance partner. Now all of a sudden you want to see all these different fights. Stop it. He could have picked Luis Ortiz to begin with and not even been in this mess. So I said it. Luis, this is my opinion. If Luis Ortiz wants to take the fight on short notice and he's content with what he's getting, more power to him. If I were Luis Ortiz, I would say thank you, but no thank you. Because you're not going to have me catch me with my pants down, pause, right? And give me ill time to prepare when you've been preparing for a potentially hard 12-round fight against a 317-pound man. And I've been wanting this opportunity, and you could have given me this opportunity under fair terms. And then now to save your event, like you guys seen Captain Sava, now you want to hurry up and force me into the fight, or now you want to offer it with little time. Like, hell no. Here's another thing. You guys have to look at the business, so there's no time. You don't even have time to promote the fight or anything, other than it's just fans will be like, oh, it's a good fight. No presser, no build up, no nothing, So no, I'm not doing that. And the funny thing is this. The people who are getting mad, like, oh, Luis Ortiz, this is your golden moment, step up. Adam Kanowski said the same thing. His team said, nah, that's too little time to prepare. And for the weak-ass, like, old media and shit who are pitching this narrative, and the fans that are pitching this narrative that he has all this time to prepare, 6 weeks, 5.5 weeks, it's really not that much time. Because like people are lying and saying it's 7-8 weeks and shit. You do the math and tell me how it's that much time when you don't know what he was doing. So like people are so like the internet blows my mind. Blows my mind how we have all this fucking technology available to us, and somebody can really, if they had the wherewithal, research all of this stuff, and people still don't utilize those things. Block JE. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. And people don't utilize things like what's available to them. People keep running around, he has 7-8 weeks. Do the math and tell me how he has 7-8 weeks. First of all, you're just thinking about from this date to this date. That's not how boxing works. It's not how boxing works. People act like morons. And if you listen to morons, maybe you'll become one. So how the fuck does he have 7-8 weeks and all these elaborate times when, one, we don't know what he's doing. He could be on vacation and he has to just pack everything up and go home. So that's going to take time. We don't know. He has to fly in sparring partners, potentially. Like, I need some guys, that have amateur pedigree because this is an Olympic gold medalist. So he has to round up stuff like that. I don't know how long that's going to take. I'm not a coach in a gym, but he has to orchestrate a camp to get some work. Then we're talking about fight week. That's not time to prepare. You're just making weight for most fighters, but it's a heavyweight division, so you don't have to really make weight. But nobody's doing strenuous activity because you don't want to run the risk of losing your paycheck by getting injured or punched in the mouth and cut and shit. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So how the fuck does he have all this time, 8 weeks and 7 weeks and all this bullshit when fight week, nobody's doing nothing to that? People do little shakeouts. See, I'm a round fighter, so I know this stuff, right? I was with Joey Spencer for not his last fight, but the fight before. I'm in fighters' locker rooms and stuff like that. So I understand how this stuff works, Ortiz is ready, bruh. What are you talking about? He's ready, bruh. What are you talking about? Walter Robinson. What are you talking about? He's ready based on what? What are you saying? What would you like to say to us? Make sure y'all smash the like button. Hold on, we're going to stop the chat for Walter Robinson. Ortiz is ready, bruh. What are you talking about? This is a hot seat, too. If I got to stop, to pick off certain comments, little random shit, then I need answers. And then if I just stop for nothing, that's not going to be acceptable. So this is a hot seat. So what are you talking about? Ortiz is ready. What? Where's the interview? Send me a link. What are you talking about? You said Ortiz is ready, bruh. Block TKO Sports. Walter, 10 seconds. Ortiz is ready, bruh. Based on what? What are we talking about? 9 seconds. Please, Walter. 8 seconds. He's ready based on what? Bruh. No, don't put that guy in timeout. Block. Yeah, good job. Block Lomacekers too. He's not welcome here ever. I told y'all. When you see Lomacekers, block him. Walter, 7 seconds. 6 seconds. 5 seconds. He's ready, bruh, based on what? I typed it. Okay. Does anyone see? Callie says Ortiz is training. I haven't heard anything about that, but whatever, bro. The thing is, see, you guys are distracting from what I'm saying, bro. I told you guys, listen to me. Once again, I know what I say because I'm there when I say it. So I'll say it again. We'll spare him based on that, whatever. My thing is this. I told you guys from the beginning, if Luis Ortiz feels comfortable and he wants to fight and he takes the fight, then that's his business. But what I'm saying is this, is you can't, if he doesn't feel he has enough time, the old media is trying to act like he's ducking Joshua. That's the whole point. If Ortiz, that's cool. If Ortiz's team, I don't know how much, if there's a language barrier, if I'm speaking some different language. I said if Ortiz's team wants to fight, that is their business. I'm not talking about that. If they are content with whatever offer and the pay and their fight is made, that's their business. But like Adam Kaunowski, his team said that's not enough time to prepare. So if Luis Ortiz's team doesn't feel they have enough time to adequately prepare, then I can't be mad at them. People are trying to make it like Luis Ortiz is ducking. That is not the case. That's what I am talking about. You guys keep coming in with this peanut gallery stuff, saying so-and-so, which I haven't seen no interviews with Luis Ortiz's team at all anyway. So I don't even know who said what because I haven't seen it. I'm talking about the perception that people are trying to make, and then I'm breaking that down. So unless you're disputing that, then we don't have no issue. Back to what I was saying. People are saying 7 to 8 weeks and he has all this time. It's not how the fight game works. Once again, when you get closer to the fight, you're not really doing anything but resting and maybe doing light shit. You're not doing contact, or hard contact. You're trying to make weight, sauna suit, losing weight and shit like that. So I'm talking about this old media and they're, 7 weeks to prepare and blaming him if the fight doesn't come off. That's not how that works. Like I said, fight week. So if you're just looking at this calendar date to this calendar date, that's too generic because, again, you don't know what he was doing. He could be on the couch. He could be on vacation. You don't know what. Plus, he has to probably get some kind of sparring in and do little things like that. Then fight week, you're doing low intensity stuff, maybe just trying to make weight. Since he's a heavyweight, he doesn't really have to worry about making weight per se. So that's totally different. So even if it was, I don't even think it is 7 weeks, but even if it was, it's not, he doesn't have a full 7 weeks to prepare at all because fight week is a week alone and you're not doing stuff like that. So stop playing. You have to get a game plan, get sparring partners, stop whatever the fuck you're doing. Fight week, you're not, who the fuck spars hardcore? That's how the people that do shit like that be the ones where these fights get canceled 2 weeks before the deal, before a week before they're about to have, because they're doing hard sparring and shit, bro. Yeah, but listen, I don't care whose channel it's on. None of that stuff matters because it's not like, listen, I know what I say because I'm there when I say it. people are leaving me comments like what you're saying is conflicting with me. The first statement I ever made on all videos regarding this is if Ortiz's team feels comfortable and they want to put him in, put their fighter in, get the paycheck, whatever, late notice, then that's their business if they want to do it. People are making it like Luis Ortiz, if the fight doesn't happen, is ducking. That's not true. You know what I'm saying? And that's my point. So unless someone's disputing that, then we have no issue. Once again, I don't care if he's training. I don't care if he's at Trader Joe's. Like, none of that stuff matters. I don't know if the fight's going to happen with him. You know? It's little time to prepare. The other thing is this. It's nobody's responsibility other than Team Joshua, DAZN, and the promoter. When bad things happen, they have to figure this out. That's the way it goes. Top Rank, this is not their card. They have no like immediate investment to this. PBC, it's not, you know, if they have a guy that they can lend that they want to, that is part of their plan, then they can do that. But what I'm saying is people are like blaming PBC, blaming Adam Kanowski, blaming Luis Ortiz, blaming Dillian Whyte. You can't blame nobody else but the person who failed the drug test, which is Gerald Big Baby Miller. And the only person you can blame outside of that is Team Joshua, because this is the person they chose. And they chose them against the grain when other people told you to fight Dillian Whyte, to fight Luis Ortiz, to fight Wilder. So that's my point. So unless we're disputing that, then we have no issue. That's what I'm trying to say. Shout out to Scott Kirk for subscribing. Make sure you guys smash the like button. I'm talking about old media with their bullshit, you know, trying to act like Luis Ortiz is ducking if the fight doesn't come off. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, Tony S. Give it up to Tony S. Can we get some claps for him? He said, at Ego, Tyson Fury can get 2 tune-ups. Yeah, and yet people will say Ortiz is ducking. Get the fuck out of here. Exactly. Not only that, he pulled out of negotiations and switched sides. Switched sides on them and went, you know, from where he had a working relationship with Showtime to an immediate competitor, you know, that doesn't. I don't remember no Showtime ESPN recent boxing card where they did a joint deal. So you knew the complications there. Listen, I told you, if we're not going to be a community, I don't need to be here. Y'all should give Tony S some props because this is what we're advocating. Great boxing dialogue. So can we get some clap emojis instead of everyone just putting whatever the fuck they want to put? Y'all got to show my man love. That's not for me. That's for him, because we need to celebrate people who are encouraging good boxing conversation. So if y'all could give him some clap emojis, let him know job well done. Like I said, we're a community. That's what I want here. That's what I want more than anything. Because I don't, listen, it's always going to be old media, like, you know, rejects and at least a few of them. So we got to celebrate the people who are really talking this boxing talk. We got to really give it up for that. We got to like, okay, that was a good point. Okay, you really put some thought into that. See, listen, that's like new media, Eagles Army type comment, right? Notice how it was straight to the point, cohesive, educated, based on fact, shit like that. The stuff they're saying, oh, Ego, look at your beard and you fucking suck and you're an egomaniac and I hate your channel and I gotta stop watching you. You see, it's different. That's why I want to illustrate the difference. People leaving reasonable, thought out comments versus some bullshit. Oh, Luis Ortiz and Wilder ducking, ha 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 ha. You know, with a bunch of LOLs and all that. That's a little child's play shit, bro. But anyway, it's nobody's responsibility to mend this. To stop the bleeding for DAZN, to stop the bleeding for Joshua, to stop the bleeding for Eddie Hearn, to stop the pain. This is my point. For example, Charlo was supposed to fight Willie Monroe. Willie Monroe, same shit happened. Last minute, this, and keep in mind, bear in mind, this was the first Fox boxing card. So Fox had just did this new deal with Premier Boxing Champs. And the main event, they flipped a quarter for it for the twins, and Jamal won, and he became the main event. because they flipped, the Tony Harrison fight or the Willie Monroe was going to be a headliner, and they flipped a coin. Jamal won, so his fight with Willie Monroe, aka the main event, was supposed to be the televised introductory Fox debut. Guess what? Snack fighter Willie Monroe failed a drug test, so the fight got canned. Did you see DAZN reach out and say, hey, we'll send Andrade over? Hey, we'll send Triple G over? No, you didn't. So in this same very situation with Luis Ortiz and Adam Kaunowski and all these PBC guys and Top Rank guys, how is it their fault? Like I said, Andrade was on Fox. Of course, a better fight would have been, Charlo was on Fox, kicking off the Premier Boxing Champs deal on Fox, and he lost his partner. You didn't see DAZN come out to, save the day. Did you? You didn't see DAZN say, oh, okay, Eddie Hearn, he manages Demetrius Andrade. Clearly that would have been the best fight for Charlo last minute. You didn't see Andrade step up. Andrade, when Canelo failed a drug test, before DAZN, when they were on HBO, Andrade jumped up and said, I'll fight Canelo. Right? He said, I'll fight him last minute. Sergey Derenchenko said, I'll fight him last minute. But when Charlo lost his dance partner, you never seen Eddie Hearns or DAZN reach out and say, oh, yo, we got a fighter for you. Let's make it happen. Let's save this event. So what's the difference? I'll wait. Let me know. Tell me what the difference is. Two main events, two important fights at the time. People failed drug tests in the last minute and the fight got canceled. So, exactly. Nobody's answering, per usual. And then people are somehow blaming Al Heyman because an all DAZN in-house fight got done and it's not going through as planned. How is this any promoters? See, this is what I'm saying. If you listen to morons, you might become one. How is this anybody else's deal? This is, if Top Rank has a card and it gets fucked up, if PBC has a card and it gets fucked up, that would be nice if one of your constituents or competitors said, hey, we got this great guy, we'll do this. But again, you can't blame PBC, you can't blame Top Rank, and you can't blame the fighters underneath their umbrella because another promoter's shit. That's like, okay, let's say I go to cover a fight and I have the weigh-in footage, right? And then my memory card gets corrupted. I lose all the footage from the weigh-in. What YouTuber is gonna let me use their footage and put it up on my channel to get paid for it and get views? Like, fuck, my memory card is corrupted. I lost all the footage I shot for the weigh-in. That's a mishap. That's unfortunate. I spent all this money to go on a trip, and if that were to happen, and I lost all this footage on my memory card, who's gonna just come to my aid and just be like, oh, here's my memory card, upload all my weigh-in footage? It's the same thing. So, like I said, if they can make these other fights happen with other promoters, then it is what it is. But people blaming these other promoters for not, like, it's just crazy. People blaming the other people because they have their own plans for them. Like, it doesn't work like that. Like I said, what if Al Heyman needs Luis Ortiz on to be chief support for Gervonta's fight in Baltimore? What if that's the game plan? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what if he wants Luis Ortiz to fight on that, or Adam Kaunowski? And this is like, that could be a plan. Like, oh, Gervonta's fighting in Baltimore, we need to build an undercard. You can't just come in and, because your event got fucked up, everybody else's problem. That's stupid. That's stupid. Again, if Luis Ortiz's team wants it, if Eddie Hearn can convince them, then it is what it is. Let's see it. But I'm talking about the people who are actually blaming PBC because DAZN's car got FUBAR. Block Clayton. Just block him. Hey, shooters, can you please block him? Anyway, it's no one else's responsibility. Like I said, if they can get it done, they can get it done. But yeah, and the other thing is you can't blame other people. Hey, shooters, I don't even have time for the game. I'm really trying to talk this talk now. I'm already in my groove. Shooters, please hold down the chat if these trolls come back, because I don't want them harassing me, coming back, like leaving all these troll comments and stuff. So please be on it. Thank you. I feel like it's now or never for Ortiz. But who are you? Like, you saying I feel it's now or never based on what? Yeah, that's your opinion. But why is it now or never? If Tyson Fury takes tune-up after tune-up, if AJ doesn't fight Wilder, then Wilder and Luis Ortiz might be a thing that has to come back up. So you don't know what you're talking about. You're talking about like, oh, it's now or never. Based on what? Why is it now or never? See, some of you guys don't even listen to what you say at all. It's now or never for Ortiz. So we're under the pretense that Joshua was going to fight Gerald Miller, but because Gerald Miller failed a drug test and the event got canceled, it's now or never. Listen to what you're saying. Block the filthy casual. Block BB370. This is how we're going to have to play it. Listen to what people are saying. It's now or never for Luis Ortiz. How is it now or never because someone else failed a drug test? Block Kurt B. He's saying the N word. Block Kurt B. That's easy. Shout out to Darnell Slater. Every time they hate, we come back viciously. We got a new channel member. Can we get some claps for that? Shout out to Alaska. He said F you. That's what's up. Your time here is short. Can we get some claps for the new member that we got? They want to hate so bad, but we got a new channel member. See you later, Kurt. These guys are crazy, man. But that's what I'm saying. People be putting too much on it. It's now or never for Ortiz. Okay, so if Gerald Miller never failed a drug test, then Luis Ortiz wouldn't be fighting AJ. True or false? And that's not something that's supposed. That's not something that's supposed to happen. You're not supposed to fail a drug test. So AJ was perfectly content fighting Gerald Big Baby Miller, and the only reason he's not going to be able to realize that vision or see that through is solely because Gerald Miller failed a drug test. But now because somebody else did that and tested positive, now it's now or never for Luis Ortiz. Listen to the logic, people. Listen to the logic. How does that make any sense? AJ had no quarrels or qualms about fighting Gerald Miller, and the fight was really going to get pushed through. Bob Jones, get rid of him. He had no problems with it. These dudes are like really like stalkers. Whatever. Like I said, shooters, just hold down the chat because I'm not really finna just be responding to all of them. These dudes, like, I really understand what females go through now. I really do. Like, How they tell a dude no at the club and he follow her home or some weird stuff. Like I get it, ladies. I'm sorry if men act like that towards you. You know, your boy Ego loves you. Got nothing but love for you. Hey, there's nothing stronger than a woman, people. There's nothing stronger than a woman, because they deal with this stuff all the time. I only get it when I'm on the internet. You know, they get it in real life. I'm sorry, ladies. I'm sorry, ladies. I really apologize on behalf of my gender. Some of us don't know how to act, but I feel your pain. You know, this is crazy. Jose de Jesus, shout out to my guy, $2 super chat. Off topic, I will send you an email about a question I have, for sure. Yeah, just let me know. Yeah, women go through this all the time. I only go through it on the internet. I'm at the fights, and I never see this, ever. Ego, I love your channel, most legit boxing coverage. Edwin S., I appreciate you. OC, you block him. He said I'm on my period. Ha ha ha. I'm on my period, but you keep coming back. Tell me if that makes sense. He says I'm going through menstruation. I'm on my cycle, but you got blocked for saying crazy stuff, and you keep coming back, wasting your time. I get paid for this. You unfortunately don't. So, yeah, anyway, like I said, this is not the obligation of anyone else to fix. Ortiz is going to be fine whether he fights AJ or not. You guys were fine with AJ ducking Ortiz in 2017 and passing him on for Miller. Shout out, exactly, Cali Enigma Sports. Now we talking. See, and he knows Ortiz's camp. Listen, that's my whole point. That's exactly what I just said. That's the same thing I said. So Miller fight was supposed to happen. Miller failed a drug test. He can't get licensed. So the guy comment said it's now or never for Ortiz. How is it now or never? But had Miller not failed a drug test, which is not something that's supposed to happen, then AJ was perfectly fine not fighting Luis Ortiz next. That doesn't even make sense, because it wasn't supposed to be Luis Ortiz right now. That makes no sense at all. So because someone else's shortcoming, then now it's Luis's, it's do or die for him, it's now or never. Come on, stop it, bro. And let old media tell it. It was now or never last year for Deontay Wilder. They said, oh, why don't you take the $5 to $6 million, you idiot? Take $5 or $6 million, Wilder. Come on, you're just a guy from Alabama. Nobody knows you. So had he listened to you buffoons in the comment section writing that stuff, then guess what? He wouldn't have got the $100 million deal either, offer. And then he turned that down. So you guys told him literally the first offer, well, I don't even remember how much it was how much was it? 12.5 or whatever. Y'all told him to take that. So once again, who looks accurate here? Who looks accurate? You told Wilder to take $12.5 million. Then, oh my gosh. Listen, you told Wilder last year to take $12.5 million. Then after Gerald Miller fails a drug test, right? Watch this. This is the good part. Hold on. If y'all want me to drop this heat, if y'all want me to drop the kick the science, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? Make sure y'all follow Cali Enigma Sports and in Entertainment. He was with my dude Town, and they were asking Eddie Hearn these questions about Luis Ortiz and different things. You know, he had the stones to ask Eddie Hearn these things. All right, Pete. Y'all told Wilder last year to take Eddie Hearn's offer at $12.5 million flat. No pay-per-view. DAZN don't do all that, blah, blah, blah. told him to take $12.5 million, the first offer. You guys said, oh, it's 5 to 6 times more than he's ever been paid. Now Miller fails a drug test. It starts coming out how much money he left on the table by messing up this opportunity. Then we find out he was going to get at least $6, $7, $8 million, maybe more, depending on the success of this event. Tell me why Wilder is the longest reigning heavyweight champion right now, and you mean to tell me that Miller, who had just fought Bogdan Dinu, was going to get $7 to $8 million, but Wilder was only going to get a little bit more than that, and y'all told him to take it? Oh my gosh, old media look crazy. So you mean to tell me undisputed unification between the, knockout artists who are both champions is only worth possibly like 4 or 5 million more? 4 or 5 million more than what Miller was getting? Is that serious? Jay Stevens, block him. Block Jay Stevens. You really mean it? You want to tell me that he should have? You guys said he should have took 12.5 million flat, so no pay-per-view, no nothing. And Miller is going to get $6 to $8 million. So Wilder's only worth, him being the undisputed fight, is only worth 4 or 5 million more. Come on, bro. Shout out to Chauncey. Real fans know what it is. He said they gave him an offer they knew he would refuse just to say he didn't want the fight. Exactly. Easy tactics to see. There's no way on earth you can justify, and I'm not hating on nobody's money, but DAZN was willing to put up, or Eddie Hearn, or however it works, whoever works out the money side, they were willing to give him at least $6 million to $8 million guaranteed, basically, plus an upside to, if the event did big traction on the streaming app. And Wilder, for undisputed, would only be worth $4 million more than that. Stop it, bro. Stop it. Stop it. Block Ofi Agbetor. Yeah, you better act better. Get it? I said block Ofi act better. You better act better. Bars. I got bars for all y'all. Yeah, Wilder's scared, and come on, bro. They sound crazy. They sound crazy right now. Yeah, you better act better. Bars. I said Ofi act better. You better act better. Let's get it. I got all the bars. Listen.
It's a bit dangerous. What you're missing out. Joyce is begging to fight. They won't.
Now, see, all I have to do is this. Look, they.
Actually, after what arena round, you're not saying does Dillian White want to fight? 2.6 million. Come on, you're like asking me questions, but you're telling me the answers.
Look.
That's not what this is about, really. Arena round. Who cares? You're telling me the answers. Even your guy, Dillian.
Look.
You know, if you want to fight Wilder again. Profile in America. Lewis.
Listen.
Very probable opponent for Anthony Joshua. Maybe even next. Certainly in the future, because if we're going to fight in America more often, we need people who have name recognition, profile in America. Luis Ortiz is definitely one of them. Yes. He wants to fight badly. Who's badly?
See, that's Cali Enigma right there. He in the chat right now. Him in town were talking to Eddie Hearns, playing games. He told Eddie, okay, so let me put this in perspective to you. So Cali Enigma Sports and ENT, follow him. He's working, hustling, and my dude Town. They talked to Eddie Hearn last week at the Corolla Lomachenko fight, because Corolla is Eddie Hearn fighter. And this is before anyone knew Gerald Miller had failed a drug test, because the results hadn't come back yet. Eddie Hearn playing games. Cali Enigma, who's in the comment section right now, he says, man, I know Luis Ortiz camp. They want to fight Anthony Joshua badly. Eddie Hearn says, who's badly? Playing games. come on, that's like something a kid would do. You know what I'm saying? He wants to fight Badly. Oh, who's Badly? He wants to fight a guy named Badly? Really? Let's continue. That's all I have to do.
In America, Luis Ortiz is definitely one of them. He wants to fight Badly. Who's Badly? Who's Badly? He wants to fight Anthony Joshua badly. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. You know, he wants to fight Wilder again, too. I feel sorry for him. He wants Wilder and Joshua. I feel sorry for him because he's fighting. The people he's fighting are horrendous. Yeah, and he's no one want to fight him. No, but his value is going down. Even your guy, Dillian White.
So, he says, I know Luis Ortiz, and he wants to fight AJ Badly. Eddie Hearn says, who's Badly? Who's Badly? Playing games like he can't understand simple English, even though English language was created in the UK. Whatever. Who's Badly? Who's bad? Like, did you really think there was a fighter named Badly? Really? Third grade games and shit. And then he says, I feel sorry for Luis Ortiz. I feel sorry for him because his value keeps going down. Just listen. Listen. He said, I feel sorry for Luis Ortiz because his value keeps going down, and the people Luis Ortiz is fighting are horrendous.
Fight Anthony Joshua badly. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. You know, so want to fight Wilder again, too. I feel sorry for him. He wants Wilder and Joshua. I feel sorry for him because he's fighting. The people he's fighting are horrendous. Yeah, and no one want to fight him. No, but his value is going down. Even your guy, Dillian White. Dillian White will fight him. Dillian White's not trying to fight him. You know he didn't get offered no $2.6 million. Come on, you're like asking me questions, but you're telling me the answers. That's not what this is about, really. You're not saying, does Dillian White want to fight? You're just telling me. So if that's your thoughts, that's fine. Okay. But what I'm saying is, by Luis Ortiz fighting Christian Hammer and stinking the whole arena out, who cares about Luis Ortiz? That's why they're doing a bad job for Luis Ortiz.
Boom. So, just in the words of Jay-Z, it was all good just a week ago. Y'all look crazy. So when Cali Enigma was drilling him and bringing up good points, he's like, oh, who's Badly? Saying Luis Ortiz, his stock is dropping, his value is going down. I feel sorry for Luis Ortiz. He's not marketable, and he's being mismanaged. And he says after the Christian Hammer fight and stinking up the whole venue and stinking up the joint with a horrible fight, horrendous opponents, who cares about Luis Ortiz? Okay. Like I said, Jay-Z too short. It was all good just a week ago. This was last week. This is not like I drudged up some relic of an interview from 2012 or 2006 or 2003 when Chingy was out. It was word how we met, huh? She was with her mom at Bank of America. I'm with my son, cash in a check. Like, I didn't go back to the Chingy era and bring this. This was last week. You just said Luis Ortiz's value dropped. You said his value dropped. Nobody who cares about Luis Ortiz. Now you dumb motherfuckers coming to my shit, trying to go against new media and trying to say like I don't want the Luis Ortiz fight. Like I ain't done video. Like I ain't been praying and hoping that Luis Ortiz will get a shot. Like I ain't been pushing for it when it made sense before Gerald Miller. You know, now all of a sudden, if the DAZN card doesn't get fixed by Luis Ortiz, like the fight doesn't amount, then he's ducking. But Eddie Hearn just said last week, that his value is down and Dillian White will fight Luis Ortiz, but we still haven't seen it, you know. And y'all really think y'all could go against this? We well connected, man. Maybe it's a California thing. Cali Enigma, town, ego. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's a California. It's just on your head. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's a U.S. thing. I don't know. And y'all really had the audacity. See, that's why all we have to do is it's like two sides in court arguing. and then somebody gets on the stand and they have testimony, or they play a surveillance tape, or they play an audio tape. So everything, your testimony is now out the window because you lied, and it's been proven to be a lie because they have the surveillance tape and they use it against you. Yeah, this that Beto. Bay Area stand up. Yiddy. Yee. Let's get it. So, what do you guys have to say for yourself now? He was being asked great questions by Cali Enigma, follow him, about fighting Luis Ortiz when the Gerald Miller AJ fight was intact. Eddie Hearn, you hear what he had to say to it. You hear what he had to say about it. So just last week, he didn't really give a fuck about Luis Ortiz. Now his event is shattered and fucked up. And now all of a sudden, Luis Ortiz got to fix it. Oh my gosh. Y'all get destroyed. You see how they get silent now? He just said, who gives a shit or who cares about Luis Ortiz? Last week.
But what I'm saying is, by Luis Ortiz fighting Christian Hammer and stinking the whole arena out, who cares about Luis Ortiz? That's why they're doing a bad job for Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz's value after the Wilder fight has gone to the floor, right? So actually, after the Wilder fight, he was a big piece. Luis Ortiz's value after the Wilder fight has gone to the floor, right? Arena out. Who cares about Luis Ortiz? That's why they're doing a bad job for Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz's value after the Wilder fight has gone to the floor, right? So actually, after
it was all good just a week ago. Spat no more speech in the phone. It was all good just a week ago. So he just said, it told y'all that Luis Ortiz, who cares about him? Luis Ortiz's value has gone. He did all this stuff. Now a week later, his event gets messed up. Looking like karma to me. Do you believe in karma? Because it's looking like karma to me. And now you want me to believe that you really want to make the Luis Ortiz fight, and you've been trying to make him, and you've been this is no different what they did to Wilder. Wilder was pressing. Wilder was doing PBC commercials, doing infomercials, doing all types of shit, live streams, interviews, going to the UK, calling out Joshua like vehemently. Wilder, I'm so frustrated. Eddie Hearn. AJ, run. I will find you. Doing all this stuff. Joshua was quiet, didn't really have nothing to say. Turned down 50 mil. Won't. Then after the draw with Tyson Fury, not Wilder's best overall performance, right? Now all of a sudden AJ, who didn't want to go to the fight live, he said he was going to sleep and not watching it live. Didn't want to go, even though he was going to be in Oregon a couple of days after the Wilder Fury fight. So he was going to be in the States. He might have already been in the States at the time of the Wilder fight. But guess what? Block JW. But guess what? Now I'm supposed to believe that Joshua is hunting down Wilder. It doesn't work like that. That's why you see the dude just got blocked. I just read the beginning. He live in paragraphs. All they got to do is they leave in paragraphs. They leave in psalms and shit, like long ass passages, novels, because they have to try to explain their way out of this. But there's no explaining it. Same thing with Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz been pressing the gas. Been pressing the gas on Joshua. Now all of a sudden, Gerald Miller fails a drug test. The event is in shambles. And now all of a sudden, I'm supposed to believe that Joshua been wanting it with Luis Ortiz, or should come and save the day. But Eddie Hearn was just disrespecting Luis Ortiz last week. Really? He was just disrespecting him. Oh, his value has gone down, and who cares about Luis Ortiz? The guys he's fighting are horrendous. He's being mismanaged. I feel sorry for him. Well, you should feel sorry for Joshua because he's in a worse position than Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz don't have no real pressure on his, he's not the guy with all the belts. He's not the guy that's supposed to be like A-side popular over everybody. So you should really be feeling sorry for for AJ because he's in quite the pickle. They desperate. We showing receipts, bro. They're playing games. This is the thing with the internet. They're playing games. Talking about, oh, hey, do you want Luis Ortiz to get the fight? Yeah, we want to see Luis Ortiz get fair compensation, fair pay, something that is equivalent to what he should be making in a high class, chess match, which the fight will be, right? We want to see him get a true training camp, and then the fight can happen. Nobody's tripping off that. Nobody's tripping off that, bro. Old media, this is their tactic. Miller's out. DAZN is looking sketch. The event is looking sketch. Everything's in shambles. And there's not really that many relevant names that are available to replace him. And now what people are doing is trying to make it look like, if Michael Hunter is chosen or whoever, Manuel Charr or somebody like undesirable, they're trying to plant the seed that it's Luis Ortiz's fault. Al Heyman, they were pursuing the greater fights that the fans wanted to save the event, and it's Al Heyman's fault. It's Luis Ortiz's fault. But that's what I'm here to tell you. It's nobody's fault. The only person's fault is Gerald Miller. He's the one that tested positive for something. You can't, put the weight of the world on anybody else. Top Rank, PBC, Heyman, Arum, Luis Ortiz, because someone else's event got fucked up. Because like I said, when Charlo, he was supposed to open up the Fox Premier Boxing Champs first card, December 22nd, a card I went to. Willie Monroe, same thing happened. Failed a drug test last minute, right? You didn't see DAZN send over Andrade or Triple G and say, hey, all right, Charlo, the WBC wanted this anyway. Here's Gennady Golovkin. They didn't send no reinforcements and, no firehouse over to put out the fire for PBC. So what are we talking about? This is just regular business shit. Again, if whatever fight they come up with, we're gonna wait and see. If they could corral Luis Ortiz and get him like comfortable and he takes it, then that's his business. But I'm saying people are blaming Ortiz for this. He didn't do nothing. What the fuck did he do? It's his obligation. See, this is what I'm talking about, this false sense of entitlement. So your event is ruined and you desperately need to salvage it. So people who don't have anything to do with DAZN, who's also employing someone like Eddie Hearn, who's taking shots at the competition and not mending the gap, they're supposed to come help him and rescue him during this time of need. But DAZN running around talking about pay-per-view is dead, making commercials. PBC still doing pay-per-views. Top Rank still doing pay-per-views. So we know who you're taking a shot at in the world of boxing. You're saying pay-per-view is dead. So you're basically saying you're killing the competition. And now you want the competition to help you? Come on, bro. And then on top of that, same thing with Eddie Hearn. He just, last week, was just talking shit about Luis Ortiz. What's cracking, cuz? Much love. What's up? What's popping, Lawson? He was just saying Luis Ortiz's stock dropped and ain't this and that, and nobody wants to see him, and the people he's fighting is horrendous. But guess what? This is the point. Joshua is the A side. He could have selected Luis Ortiz instead of Gerald Miller. He has the power to do that because Luis Ortiz been pressing him. Bro, there's no way they could beat new media. Because we know the facts. There's video proof of this shit. See, the worst thing, and this is what you're seeing in boxing. Promoters were able to, not just promoters, fighters, their teams, their trainers, they were able to coexist from, 1960s to mid 2000s operating a certain way. But then after like Y2K and the turn of the century, with all this technology, as technology started to develop more and more, you started getting Snapchats and social media, YouTubes and Instagrams and these different things. people have had to adjust, because you could keep saying the crazy stuff, but it's not going to look good because it's all documented, and it's being documented at a rapid pace. Like, I just played it, Cali Enigma shot it, Town put it up, Dante's Boxing Nation put it up. So the evidence is all around you. You're surrounded. You're surrounded by, so people have to make adjustments, or they're going to look crazy, or they'll become extinct depending on who they are and like what they're doing. That's the reality of it. Is this stuff is like, it's like the Truman Show with Jim Carrey. It's all captured. It's all on tape. So if you just keep walking around and saying whatever and, disrespecting, Luis Ortiz, and then the next week you need him. That's why I don't believe in burning bridges. That's why, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if a fighter got mad at what I said, I didn't burn no bridge. I'm just telling you my opinion. I'm not calling Joshua names and a bunch of shit. Damn, Cali nigga said no offer has been sent. Wow. That's what I'm saying. So it's I told you, old media is a dub. It's a dub. There's no way they can combat this, because they not only are they going against new media, but there's other people who are saying the right things, and there's just too much. Everything's on record. It's not like the olden days where you can it's not like the old days where you could just say whatever and then just let that shit ride out and nobody heard it or seen it. Look, I showed y'all yesterday. This is just my channel alone. This is why they can't fuck with new media. Smash the like button. Luis Ortiz, look, Boxingego, 4 months ago, Luis Ortiz says, quote, I have zero respect for Anthony Joshua. Want smoke. 1 month ago, Joshua allegedly, he called out Luis Ortiz on DAZN. Still didn't pick him. 4 months ago, Luis Ortiz says Anthony Joshua is not. Look, he is not fighting anyone. Stop hiding. So that was 4 months ago. Look, 5 months ago, Luis Ortiz says Anthony Joshua is a chicken. Boxingego. Look, they think they could beat new media. Good luck with that. Hold on. Make sure y'all smash the like button too. Luis. Hold on. Luis Ortiz said he would whoop punk Anthony Joshua 8 months ago. Luis King Kong Ortiz clowns Anthony Joshua 8 months ago. Reason why Luis Ortiz is angry with Anthony Joshua 1 year ago, 24,000 views. So, once again, this shit light work. This shit light work. I've been talking about Luis Ortiz versus Joshua on the channel, advocating for the fight, pushing for the fight. So, these new booty rookies is not finna just come to my channel and make it like I don't want to see the Luis Ortiz King Kong Ortiz fight versus AJ. Stop it. You don't know you dealing with the fucking Don. It don't work like that. Bosses only speak to bosses. You're not doing that to the Don. I got the paper trail to prove what I'm saying. This Gerald Miller shit just happened this week. I got videos from years ago talking about this fight. You need more ammunition than that. Trying to make it like I don't want to see Luis Ortiz versus Joshua. Stop it. I recorded, did videos, informed the public, talked about all sides. Shit Wilder said to AJ, shit AJ said to Wilder, shit Luis Ortiz said to AJ. When AJ finally called him back out on DAZN, I did videos about it all. You dealing with the wrong one. So, of course I want to see Luis Ortiz versus AJ. But this is not Luis Ortiz's like obligation to come save this fucked up DAZN card. You know, late notice. And people, oh, he has 7-8 weeks. It's not how that works. If you knew shit about boxing, you would know that. He got 7 weeks to train, but you don't know what he's doing. You don't know when he can get adequate sparring partners out. Fight week, everybody's doing light shakeouts and, you know, trying to make weight and shit. Nothing too strenuous, so you ruin the event again and get injured. You don't have 7 weeks. You know, I don't even think it's actually 7 weeks from the announcement of Gerald Miller. Because, first of all, Gerald Miller just got ruled out officially yesterday. This shit is June 1st. So it happened midweek. You know, that's what I'm saying. You guys have all this. Look, April 17th. Motherfucker talking about 7 weeks and all this shit. It just happened April 17th. So next week is April 24th. That's 1 week. May 1st is 2 weeks. Fight week of Canelo. May 8th, 3 weeks. 4, 5, 6. And then, yeah. So it's not even like, oh my gosh, I didn't know my math skills were that good. It's not even 6 weeks. Or it's not 7 weeks for sure. So the news that Miller was officially out was yesterday. That's the 17th. The 24th, 1 week. May 1st, 2 weeks. May 8th, 3 weeks. May 15th, 4 weeks. May 22nd, 5 weeks. Yeah, and then May 29th would be 6 weeks. So May 29th is 6 weeks, and then you have 1, 2, and then you have 2 more days, and then that's that Saturday. So by the oh my gosh, I'm destroying y'all. So anyway, May 29th is 6 week mark, but that's already into fight week. You fucking morons. People run around talking about he got 7-8 weeks to train. Why is he not taking it? Why won't these guys take it? You don't have 6, because by the 6th week you're already in the fight camp. And again, people don't do strenuous. If you know boxing, you know people aren't doing strenuous shit the week of the fight. Like, you know, like Amir Khan and all these people, when they're about to fight Crawford, they'll be like, last day of sparring. He's not sparring right now. He's doing first take and sleeping and stuff like that. You're not doing that because you don't want to risk getting hurt or injured, breaking your knuckle, and, you know, the DAZN card already got messed up. So the 6th week is fight week. So how you guys running around talking about he has 7, 8, 9 weeks to train and all this stuff? I'm not speaking no foreign language, Curtis Lamar. So if you can't understand what I'm saying, that's your fault. I don't care. Go watch someone you can understand. I said what I said, and I said it clearly and loudly and proudly. The 6th week is fight week. So how's he got 7 and 8 weeks and all this shit to train? Curtis Lamar, you saying stupid shit, bro. So you are saying no one should take the opportunity? When did I say no one should take the opportunity? Of course somebody's going to take the opportunity. I ain't saying nobody should take it. But I say you got to know your value. Nah, fuck that. Fuck what y'all talking about. Christian, fuck what y'all talking about. He said definitely a fast turnaround for Ortiz, but this is the best chance to cash out and win a ton of titles. Who cares? It was the best chance to cash out when Joshua could have picked him to fucking begin with. And then both parties have the same amount of time to train. See, you guys, you see, they want to glaze over, block Curtis Lamar. They want to glaze over the actual factuals, the actual facts of the matter. The fact is Joshua could have actually selected Luis Ortiz to begin with. And then we don't have to count weeks and stuff. They would have both been at a press conference, both had the same amount of time to train, and that could have been the opponent, which is my point precisely, which, again, new media, Death Row East, that's what I've been telling y'all. Block Gavi Rose. I'm not even arguing with someone with that name. Hardcore rapper, but I'm Gavi Rose. Nah, bro, I can't even do it. You sound like a unicorn or something. I'm not Gavi Rose and shit. Like a book of poetry. I'm not arguing with that. Anyway, that's my whole point. AJ's the A side. Definitely over Luis Ortiz. You know, he's got belts and he's undefeated. He's the gold medalist, blah, blah, blah. He could have picked Luis Ortiz from jump. You guys are trying to make Luis Ortiz fight on short notice. You know, oh, yeah, it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity of a lifetime. Yeah, it was a chance of a lifetime for him to get the fight to begin with instead of Miller, too. All right, Christian, you in the hot seat. I'm not playing with these dudes. Let's get it. You want to keep talking? Let's go. Let's talk. Christian Poirier, or whatever your name is, he said it's still a good opportunity. So how wouldn't it have been a good opportunity if Joshua would have picked him from the jump? You're up. You guys want to just skim past and hurry up and fast forward. That's not how this works. You can't just fast forward past the actual fact that I'm bringing up and then just keep saying this. Oh, it's still a good opportunity. Why should Luis Ortiz have to play second fiddle? Because someone else failed a drug test. Why didn't he get the opportunity from the jump like I was requesting, like new media was requesting, like a lot of boxing fans were requesting? Now you're in the hot seat. Let's see. Let's see. Man, let's get it. I'm ready. He said, oh, Franco getting you too. Oh, my God. He said, Christian, a good opportunity is taking a fight on short notice. Good thing you're not a manager. Straw man's argument just blocked me now. So let me get this straight. My argument is such a straw man argument, you refuse to answer the question. That's what you're saying. So my argument is so weak that you requested to get blocked. Who's believing him? I'll give you another chance because I don't want you to quit. But if you're on your Victor Ortiz shit and you want to quit, then it is what it is. I'll give you another chance. How is it a straw man's argument? And how could Joshua, please explain how he couldn't have selected Luis Ortiz from jump? That would have been a better opportunity because it would have been the same stakes, but he would have had a full camp. So please explain how taking it on short notice is better than taking it on the regular notice, which A-side Joshua could have selected and people like me wanted him to select if he wasn't going to fight Wilder. See, I don't even want them to quit. Come on, quitter. You said I have a straw man argument. Explain. So you explain how it's a better deal to take this fight on short notice because someone else that has nothing to do with you failed a drug test as opposed to just getting the fight from the beginning. So explain how this is a straw man argument. Block Alan Harper. Where's Christian at? Well, you atheist now? You ain't Christian no more? Where are you at? Christian, say something. Where you at? 10 seconds. Y'all help me with the countdown. He taking too long. Christian, where you at? He switched religions and shit, bro. He's like, I'm non-denominational. Hey, he switched religions. You getting baptized. Where you at, Christian? Tell me, explain it. You know so much, so explain how Joshua, why didn't he pick him from the jump? Shooters, get ready. I got one. Why didn't he pick Luis Ortiz from the jump? That's the point. Block Johnny Player. We not showing no mercy. If you ask for mercy, then you getting blocked with him. Block Johnny Player. Yeah, we gonna have one of them streams. You motherfucker talking about don't block him, but he's saying stupid stuff. You getting blocked too now for that silly ass recommendation. Yeah, we restoring order. The sheriff is in town. Yeah. All right. Hey, slip the jab, reblock him. Yeah. Oh, don't block him. Now you getting blocked. Everybody getting blocked. Oh, we having a party. I don't even know where Christian's at. I think he might already got that work. Yeah, you ask for mercy, you on the chopping block too. We not playing no games with these dudes. Oh my God, King Flacco hit him with that Flacco. Oh my gosh. Listen, we weeding y'all out like Roundup. Oh my gosh. I said we weeding y'all out like Roundup. We dumping shells. You better get your rounds up. This ain't a battle rap. Like I said, get your rounds up. We put them under the sea like flounders. I'm like Matt Damon and Rounders. Oh my God, let me start up. We not playing with them, bro. You know, what is that emoji? Oh, he said chocolate bars. Let's get it. I'm ready. Someone said 6 people got smoked. Oh my God. It don't matter, bro. They keep coming back, so we winning. Hey, if you guys could smash the like button, this is funny. You see, he said I had a straw. He said you have a straw man argument. Just block me. They don't even want to compete anymore. They just on that Victor Ortiz. They just want to quit. I don't know, dude. You're literally talking to a tree, bro. I just feel I'm too young to be getting beat up like this. That's how you know they lying. Because if you weren't lying, why wouldn't you just prove me wrong? If I have such a straw man argument, why wouldn't you just say the counter? Why wouldn't you just say you're wrong for X, Y, and Z? You'd rather say just block me. Come on. He said he quit on the stool. Oh my gosh, bro. Nah, they can't cancel the fight. He can't cancel the fight. Okay, first of all, Madison Square Garden is a venue, a popular venue, and it's a big facility. So you have to pay them something if you just cancel. And they already did that with Wembley. You know what I'm saying? Because there ain't no venue going to allow you to block up a date, and then because your event folds, they could have had fucking Ashanti in there or something. So it's just too much money. Because you're going to have to pay them something or some kind of deposit or something. I don't know exactly how much is paid or whatever, but there's no venue that's going to like block their calendar for you and then you just cancel the event when they could have had Ja Rule and Ashanti in there. I'm not always there when you come, and I'm always on time. You and I living and loving a double life. What would I be without rain on me? Like, they could have had Ja. They could have had the homie Ja in there, motherfucker. But beyond that, rain on me. Do. Baby. always on time looking at the fuck. They could have had my boy Chingy. He could have broke free from the Millennium Tour and did a solo. I said, I like the way you do that right there. You know, Chingy. Hey, whoa. Every time I try to leave, some keep pulling me back, telling you I need her in my life. It was meant to be. Hey, girl. Ching-a-ling be attracting all the girl. You know, they could have had Chingy in that motherfucker, bro. B2K Millennium Tour or some shit. See the thing about you. Usher could have been there. That con my eye. You. Is it same? Remember when he was catching his chain? You. Me. me change my mind. Kinda hard to explain. That motherfucker was doing handstands and shit. I've been making hits since Usher wore U-Chain. God damn it, U-Chain. Let's get it. Plus, they talking about they have 10,000. They said they had 10,000 Brits coming. They had 10,000 Brits coming, bro. Plus whatever Americans came, you gonna refund 10,000 tickets to Brits? They can't cancel this, bro. Like, sorry guys, party's over. Like, nah, they can't cancel. They gonna have AJ versus Soda Popinski before they cancel. Remember Punch Out Soda Popinski? They gonna have Steve Roll's cousin, Cheddar Bay Biscuits, in there with AJ before they cancel. And them Red Lobster Cheddar Bay Biscuits be going dumb. Y'all gotta come out to the Bay, you know what I'm saying? Get these Red Lobster Cheddar Bay Biscuits, bro. That endless shrimp and them Cheddar Bay bit. They gonna have Joshua fighting Cheddar Bay Bob. Cheddar Bob from 8 Mile. Cheddar Bay Biscuit Bob or some shit. He gonna fight the free world or whatever from 8 Mile and shit. He finna fight Papa Doc. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Cheddar Bob. I'm trying to see that. AJ versus Cheddar Bob. That's what's up. That's popping. Cheddar Bob gonna shoot himself at the weigh-in. Fuck you mean. You know what I'm saying? Hey, actually, I want to see AJ with that dude with the braids. Remember when Eminem was like, hibbity hoopla? I ain't hear a word. That man said, I ain't hear a word you said. Hibbity hoopla. Look, y'all, Snoop Dogg just got a fucking boob job. Hibbity hoopla. Hey, that dude he sounded like Busta Rhymes. He was kind of spitting on that 8 Mile. He said, Ward, I think you were a little hard on the beaver. So was Eddie Haskell, Wally, and Miss Cleaver. I'm straight vicious to hit you with plates and dishes. Leave you with 8 stitches. Cause I hate bitches? Y'all don't know about that old school M. He was killing. I got a beautiful wife, kids, and a gorgeous home. What would make me jump in the tub with a cordless phone? I'm straight vicious to hit you with plates and dishes. Leave you with 8 stitches. What I'm gay? Oh my gosh, bro. I ripped Mystical's voice box out and screamed in his ear. I'm screaming this year, a demon this year. I ripped Mystical's voice box out and screamed in the ear. It's not a gimmick trick, it's an image, I live it. Give a damn, I don't know what a damn is to give it. Yeah, so they not canceling. They're going to put AJ in there with lickety split lickety. Hey, Eagles Army, we funny as fuck, bro. We got RL out easy too. Who's RL from Next? They gonna have AJ versus RL. Try me, still right by me. Dumping. You're my wifey. Who's RL? I don't even know who that is. Ralph Lauren? They finna have Young Jock. Meet me at the club. It's going down. Me and AJ. It's going down. They finna Young Jock him or put Jaheim in there, motherfucker. Jaheim and AJ. I can't wait to see that. Your boy Jose de Jesus working for Eddie Hearn. He blocking people for no reason. What? Yeah, I'm trying to see how they fix this. Who they gonna put AJ in there. You know what? They should do AJ versus Ray J, because that kind of rhymes. That's if I had one wish. As a matter of fact, I was the one who said I loved you first. It was about 8 years ago. Don't act like you don't. I'm sitting at home in your mama's living room, girl. AJ, hey, that's a hit. Ray J versus AJ. Hey, as a matter of fact, I was the one who said I loved you first. It was about 8 years ago. Don't act like you don't. Sitting at home and your mama living. Wait a minute. It's on and poppin'. DJ rockin'. Jiggers is watching. It's on tonight. Or remember Philly's Most Wanted with the Neptunes? Do-do-do-do. Please don't mind how I pursue. Do-do-do-do. Who remembers Philly's Most Wanted? That shit was kind of hard back then. Please don't mind how I pursue. Do-do-do-do. That man says Scooty bike. Hey, bro, you gotta stop. He said that was the joint. Philly's Most Wanted. That first album was kind of hard though, bro. And they had the Neptunes doing it. Nah, that first out they had like a couple hits. They finna fight Kristen Little Knee Feet. He finna fight the old people from the old cast of The Rock. It's The Rock, you bastards. AJ versus Fat Joe leading back. Y'all ain't talking about boxing no more. Block him. Who did that? Man, we don't give a fuck what you talking about. You must be new. There's your 7-day free trial. Get rid of him. I don't know how they're going to save the event because you're going to have to get someone that the American, American public can get behind. Like, it doesn't, I'm not saying it has to be an American, but it has to be someone that the American public knows. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's what I think has been the uphill battle for DAZN anyway. Again, it doesn't have to be American, but the Americans have to know who that person, like Shaggy. Remember Shaggy, the singer? Not the zoinks, like zoink scoop. Shaggy the singer, like that Americans could rock with. Mr. Yeah. Mr. Lover. Oh, Mr. Lover. She called me Mr. Boombastic. Coming fantastic. Touch you in the Mr. Romantic. AJ Undrastic. Like you gotta fight Shaggy. You gotta fight Shaggy, bro. You gotta fight Shaggy, bro. Someone that Americans we can fuck with. That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to see AJ versus Shaggy. Mr. Bombastic, I'm about to fight AJ. Mr. Fantastic, touch you in the Mr. Romantic. Madison Square Garden. Man, you need to fight Patra out this motherfucker, bro. Shaba ranks. That's what I want to see. I want to see Shaba. Shaba. The fuck you mean? Somebody said Tevin Campbell, bro. Hey, y'all, shit. Last night I started and I think of you. Yeah, you gotta fight Tevin. Fight Tim and them. Last night I saw you pretend. You know what I'm saying? It has to be somebody that Americans fuck with. Like LL or somebody. I used to tell you that this is hard to say. I want to make sure I go about you in the right way. Cause lately I've been busy a lot. And I know you don't feel appreciated and whatnot. I used to tell you that your hair look fly. Kiss you slow and now I talk real foul and slick. Every other sentence is you make me sick. Back in the days, I was your number one pick. Now your heart's at broken, and that's hard to fix. Do. No, you gotta fight L. Jewels and Cristal got a Mac and funny style. He ain't watching you, he rather watch his money. Can't protect treasures when it's in the glass house. Soon as he turn the corner, I'ma turn it south. Food blow. Frontin' in the 6 with the chrome. Yo, B. Why you leave your honey? I know LL kind of diesel, so he said LL might fuck around and win. Oh, LL is he is a little bit, yeah, he kind of swole out this motherfucker. LL might have a chance, bro. Jewels and Cristal got a Mac and funny style. He ain't watching you. Conventional wisdoms of making love kind of bore me. I want to knock your block off, get your rocks off, blow your socks off, to the G-spot. I'ma call you Big Eddie and screaming name. So what you saying? Make it last forever, damn the kitty cat tied. Don't do that. Yeah, you got doing it. Wow. I represent Queen. She was raised the hairs, bro. They call me Big Ellie, Big Ego, with an ego for the people. No, I'm just playing. He said he was just rocking that later. Hey, y'all tripping, bro. My young sons fantasize of borrowing flows to little shorty with the big mouth. My name is Todd Smith. I just did a deal with Sears, not me. Sweet as apple pie, baby. You know, you got to get someone like L at Madison Square Garden. Or what about TQ? Remember that West Side TQ? That shit was. He said I'd love the Doing It Well video. Same too. That's classic. She was climbing on the rug and shit, bro. She was fine, whoever the fuck that was. And her verse was kind of sexy. They need AJ versus Timberland. Shout out to VA. Backwards, call me master. Have you saying Tim, do it faster. Run back the tape in the VCR. I'm coming, baby, like the big black kahuna. I wish you would have humped me just a little sooner. Now rich. Or what about Magoo? Remember Timmy and Magoo? Oh, love to love you, I love you. I dream while we Alano make all the Luciano and girls with condo, Chanel with Gaetano. Girl, my persona I share like Sonny Bono. Black and white keys lay girls on my piano. Meet Missy and Timbo, rock at any tempo. Huckleberry Finn, Magoo, the South Central. I'm coming, baby, like the big black kahuna. The Black Channel. Why are they coming like the big black kahuna? Let's get it. Shout out to VA, bro. I dream while we Alano make all the Luciano and girls but condo, Chanel with Gaetano. Girl, his voice was hella crazy. Girl, my persona I shit like Sonny Bono. Black and white keys lay girls on my piano. Like me, Missy, and Timbo rock at any temp. His voice was crazy. He said AJ versus E40. Nah, E40, he from the Bay. He connected, bruh. He let Biggie live and shit, bro. Ooh, walk up in the AM, toss about in my cranium, gotta take a shit, took a dump in the Mediterranean. I'm about to fight Anthony Joshua at the Madison Square Garden. Me and my weebilization, we about to run up to the Madison Square Garden, put AJ in the Rose Garden with him, starving like I'm Marvin. Hell no. You said his voice was nice? Yeah, it was like hella high pitch. They gonna cloud AJ if he fight Hunter. Who's Hunter? Virgil? He about to fight Virgil? I thought he trained in Dominique Brazil. Virgil got them Jedi mind tricks. He shouldn't fight Virgil. Oh, you talking about Michael Hunter? I'm tripping. I thought you meant Virgil. You see, Andre is like a big cat. You see. I tone drain. I like how Virgil be doing them corner advice. Now, Sergey Kovalev is, if you think about it, he likes, Birdie told me in my ear he likes the vodka. He want to drink, but I've known Dre since he was like 5 years old, and there's no way you can beat Andre if you drinking Ciroc. That's how Virgil Hunter be. And he don't just be doing, like, if you talk to him in real life, he just be the same way. Like, I'm like, oh shit. You like his regular speech, like, you know, like is corner advice. Like, you talk to him, cause he out in the Bay. He talk to you just like you in the corner. I be thinking I'm the fighter and shit. Cause Virgil be like, he got that. He got wisdom. See, I like Virgil cause he got like deep wisdom. I could tell he reads and stuff. I like smart people. Virgil's smart. Sun Tzu, he knew the true art of war is when you make your opponent do all of the things that I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, he like educating me and shit. I'm like, oh shit. I'm taking notes and shit. Oh shit. I'm about to art of war these motherfuckers, bro. Cause I remember Keith Thurman was dissing like Amir Khan. And Keith Thurman said something greasy, like he said something to the effect of like, I'll knock out Khan and his trainer Virgil or something. He just randomly threw Virgil Hunter in the mix, and then Virgil, he got gangster with him, but he did it in the, you know, like an OG way. He didn't say like, see, you got Virgil a silent killer. I wouldn't even fuck with nobody like that, because he got like OG tactics. Because I don't trust the people be rah rah, I'll kill you, blah blah blah, shoot you, blah blah. You don't have to worry about it. Them silent but deadly ones. Virgil Hunter, he responded to Keith Thurman, and he was like, now the human body got like 67 different pressure points, and I'll let Keith know. Keith Thurman, I grab him by the ponytail, and like, I'm like, what? It just sounded, I'm like, oh shit, he knows something. This motherfucker been here before. He talking about pressure points. Like, I would be more afraid of that if some, you know what I'm saying, than somebody like, oh, I'm gonna slap fuckers, you beat your ass, blah blah. When you start talking about pressure points and shit, like, oh, you an assassin for real. You Assassin's Creed out this motherfucker. You talking about pressure point. I ain't messing with nobody like that, bro. The human body got 267 different pressure points, and if you press it in the right way, then the human body has no choice but to react. Oh, what the fuck? Nah, bro, I can't. You talking about pressure points and shit. You on some Steven Seagal shit. I'm looking for Richie. Anybody seen Richie? Like, nah, I can't. I ain't finna be under siege out this motherfucker, bro. Like, you been to Vietnam or something when guys start talking like that. Hey, y'all be making up some wild shit, bro. Canelo versus Jacobs, Adelaide Bird included in the judging pool. I don't know about all that. That sounds crazy. I wouldn't even fight Canelo if that's true, bro. You know, if she like that would be a spit in the face. I don't think they would do no shit like that, bro. Like, that don't even sound. That sounds like too in your face to put her back on the Canelo Jacobs card. That's like some surprise, motherfucker. Guess who's back? Back again. Adelaide. Back again. Like that. That don't even sound right, bro. Cause that's some like real life taunting if they put her back on this big Canelo card and she had that crazy ass scorecard. Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Like, nah, I don't think they would do that, bro. He said Richard Steele is the referee. Y'all got to get out of here. And the sad thing is, that's a boxing reference, but a lot of y'all don't know. Y'all don't even know who Richard Steele is. That's where we're at in the game. You know, you got all these people know so much about AJ allegedly and all this crazy shit. They don't even know classic boxing shit. They don't know Richard Steele. They don't even know who Meldrick Taylor is. The only Taylor they know is Swift. They don't know Jermaine Taylor. They don't know Meldrick Taylor. They know Taylor Swift or maybe Jonathan Taylor Thomas. But that's about it. These motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing. Like, who's Jermaine Taylor? He sounds like a criminal. Jermaine? Jermaine sounds like a hoodlum. Block Kimberly Harper. Yeah, bye Kimmy. Bye Kimmy Gibbler. We got a full house without you. Blocked. You said Swift. I was like, you mean they know Danny G? See? Jermaine, don't make me shoot your kid at the MLK. Oh, wow. Taylor was strapped, though. He was doing them videos. He had, like, all types of Uzis and clips. And yeah, we know these racist motherfuckers in boxing that be Jermaine, the Black Channel. Why would you name your kid Jermaine? Deshaun. Jamal. Like, what? I hate when the man fans try to, like, do too much with the name, you know what I'm saying? With the person's name. Like Beyonce or Deontay Wilder. Like, that just sounds stupid, bro. Deontay Wilder. Like, wow. What grade are we in again? Like, they really be trying. Floyd, you know, Fairweather and Gayweather and all this. Like, y'all be trying too hard. Like, this shit is, like, please stop it. Deontay Wilder. Runweather. Like, I see all types of stupid shit, bro. Floyd Runweather. Like, y'all sound like little schoolgirls or some shit. Floyd Runweather. And just, like, if it'd be one thing, like Alexander Pedvetkin, like, okay, that's maybe acceptable. But y'all be doing too much. Like, you know, yo, Terrence Crawdaddy. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Talk to me like a grown-ass man. What the fuck is Terrence Bud Crawdaddy and all this extra shit? Y'all be talking about some, corny-ass shit. Terrence Crawdaddy. Terrence Crawfish. And fuck is you talking about, B? Like, this shit is annoying. This internet is shit. Oh, yeah. Terrence Crawfish. What the fuck is Terrence Crawdaddy and Crawfish and, you know... Oh, Terrence Crocodile. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's always some stupid shit, bro. You know, Errol Gyno Spence and stupid shit, bro. What the fuck is you talking about? And then these dumbasses be taking pictures with all these fighters. Why you want you accusing fighters of being on shit they never fell on drug tests, and you want a picture when you see them, so they don't slap the taste out your fucking mouth. You know. I hate all this, like, little kid shit. That's why, you know, I'm glad, you know, the Pactars and Mayweather, whatever, the fuck the Mayweather, all that bullshit, bro. Shut up. Y'all shut up. Fuck the Mayweather. They still put it. Like, Conor got his ass beaten. You still talking about some fuck the Mayweathers. Like, please stop. How you gonna say fuck the Mayweather? Fuck. I don't know what you're thinking. Fuck the Mayweather. Okay, fuck the Mayweathers, but Conor got slept weather. What are you talking about? Conor got destroyed in that fight. Little games that people play. Why is it not fuck the McGregor? you know, it's just all that stupid shit, bro. Forked the Mayweathers, but he got stopped. Okay, that makes sense. You know, saying Terrence Crawdaddy ran versus Victor Postal, but Postal was the one literally running and getting dropped. Stop, bro. You know, they do it to me too. Bias, ego, and you just stupid shit, bro. Ego waffles. Oh, you got me. Never heard that one before. Stupid ass motherfuckers. Like, this shit is annoying. Like, that's why we doing something different. We really here to talk boxing. Who else can make the Joshua event big other than... listen, ask Eddie Hearn. Don't ask me nothing. I don't know. Ask Eddie Hearn. Call Barry Hearn. Ask them. This is their problem. Like, y'all coming to me like it's my problem. I don't know. Whatever they decide, I'll report on it. I'm done saying. I don't care. They have to figure it out. Y'all asking me, come on, who is he going to put in this? I don't know. They chose Gerald Miller against the wishes of a lot of Americans, and then he failed a drug test. This is their situation. They got to get out of it, you know. Best of luck. I don't know, because I didn't even want to see this fight next anyway. I literally told you, listen, they know new media, we run this shit. I literally said, tell me who heard me say this. Right? I said, I would rather see Dillian White versus Gerald Miller in December and then the winner gets AJ if they can't make the Wilder fight. Who heard me say this? Who heard me say I would have preferred Dillian White versus Gerald Miller instead of Chisora in a rematch? Who heard me say that? Okay, John Fuego, Scant Rants, Tao, right? Isaiah. Okay, great. So once again, new media, Ego's Army, put your motherfucking fingers up, throw your dubs up. Had it went the way I said, then Dillian White would have been fighting Gerald Big Baby Miller, and then the winner fought AJ. So there's a chance Dillian White could have won that fight. So then you wouldn't even have to worry about this with AJ, because he'd be the rightful person that earned the AJ rematch, that earned the shot at AJ in the second time, because he just beat Gerald Miller, right? And they were both at the level where they're knocking down the door for a title shot. Or option B, Gerald Miller had this G14 classified shit in his system, and then at best your Dillian White Gerald Miller fight would have been the one getting canceled instead of your A-side Anthony Joshua when DAZN needs a big major fight. And guess what? Dillian White versus Derek Chisora was on Showtime, so this wouldn't have affected DAZN because Showtime bought the U.S. distribution rights in Sky Sports. So DAZN would have been admonished of all guilt if the Gerald Miller and Dillian White fight was made December 22nd. Then, worst case scenario, Gerald Miller tests positive for that, right? Then that would be the fight that got canceled. And then you could have brought in like a Derek Chisora. See, if you listen to me, what I'm saying, you hear an actual succession plan. How is it that I can think of this stuff, but the promoters can't? And I don't even think it's that the promoters can't. It's they choose not to. So when it backfires like this is what you stuck with. See, Al Heyman, he got it going on just based on the fact that he has a deep stable. So when shit like this happens, he got other options. You get what I'm saying? So worst case scenario, if they would have listened to me, it would have been Dillian White versus Gerald Miller to establish who deserves Joshua, in lieu of Wilder Joshua not coming together, which it didn't. If Miller failed a drug test then you would have had the end of the year card that got fucked up, which is a lot better than Joshua making his American debut stuck in America without that many options of available good high ranking fights that make sense in America. Worst case scenario, if Gerald Miller would have failed while trying to fight Dillian White, then you could have put Derek Chisora in there last minute. See, that's a great backup plan. But they didn't listen. They didn't listen to me. They didn't listen to the public. Did it their way. Now this is what they're stuck with. End of story. Same thing with Golovkin. DAZN put Golovkin as his comeback fight in June with Anthony Joshua. They paired them together. They didn't put Golovkin in there with a reasonable name that people wanted to see. I don't know if Steve Rolls is good, bad, or okay. I don't know. No one's really seen him like that. Right? Name 3 Steve Rolls fights you watched from start to finish. Exactly. So even if they put Triple G in a good fight, then the AJ versus, let's say he fights Manuel Charles, Michael Hunter, something that's less than desired because of the situation. You would at least have Triple G versus Andrade, Demetrius Andrade, who I said would be the better fight, right? Who Canelo says, Triple G, I'll fight him in a trilogy if he has a belt. They didn't listen. They didn't listen to me. They didn't listen to Canelo. They didn't listen to the fans. So once again, this is their issue that they're stuck with based on the decision-making process that they are doing. It's that simple. It's that simple. And again, if AJ fought Luis Ortiz, like I said he should, and he called out Luis Ortiz conveniently, right before first time. And they even said, oh, hey, you never call out Luis Ortiz. I don't think anyone's ever heard you say that on DAZN. Then you still didn't pick him. AJ did a poll, didn't include Gerald Miller's name, and had Dillian White, Fury, and Wilder's name, right? Why you say the fans, it's all about the fans. You're going to let the fans vote, right? And then you didn't even have Miller's name on the poll. And then you can't work it out with Dillian White even to compensate him and give him what he wants. You don't want to give Wilder what he wants. Tyson Fury's, over there with ESPN, and that wasn't making sense. So then you just fight Miller. You just did your own thing. Like, you just did what you wanted, and now this is what you stuck with. Last minute, it didn't. The one fight that you had going that people were looking forward to just became defunct, and now you stuck. Now you stuck trying to scramble. But let's say the same thing happened. Let's say Joshua was scheduled to fight Luis Ortiz, right? Luis Ortiz, let's say he failed another drug test. Oh shit, what do we do? That's it. We have an in-house fighter named Gerald Miller. This would be a good stand-in for Luis Ortiz because he failed a drug test, hypothetically, right? Then you wouldn't have to worry about it, and no one would have criticized you. Ain't nobody. If Luis Ortiz, who's failed 2 drug tests before, one got kind of like an exemption or whatever. If he was scheduled to fight Joshua here June 1st, and he failed another drug test, and then the fight got canceled, and then DAZN and Eddie Hearn made the Miller fight, who would be mad at AJ for that? Who? Nobody. Nobody would be mad. Nobody would be mad at all. But they did it their way, and then it left them with fewer options. End of story. They did it their way, and then the first sign of danger, now they have to scramble. And see, this is the thing. Now I'm really about to expose you motherfuckers. All this old media shit. Shout out to Michael Benson. Eddie Hearn says he spoke to Dillian White last night. They're pursuing his July 13th fight, so he won't be the replacement to Joshua. Hearn believes Luis Ortiz has been promised a rematch with Deontay Wilder and isn't sure if he'll step in either, according to Sky Sports. So, Joshua is pretty well screwed. And see, this is the thing. Like I told you, Dillian White wasn't going to be the fight because that's not really a fight that you would, that's not a fight that you would willingly put in America. Not that it's a horrible fight, but it's two British fighters. Why would Eddie Hearn burn that one off in America to save the date? When he knows, even if Joshua loses his belts, he can make money in the UK with that fight. And here's the other thing. Old media. For the people blaming Luis Ortiz, if he doesn't fight him and says he's ducking, how come Eddie Hearn can't convince Dillian White to why won't they use Dillian White then? He's an in-house fighter. I don't know why you put Wayne Jr. in timeout. He's usually on point. Hey, Icy, I gotta take your badge if you get the wrong person. He didn't. Wayne Jr. I just read his comments. He just gave his opinion on Dillian White that he didn't need to get blocked for that or put in timeout. He said White is a bum. I mean, that's his opinion. Like that, he's not saying nothing crazy. I don't think White's a bum, but I don't think you had to. He was arguing with somebody. Someone said Dillian White is not a bum, and he responded to them. You don't have to block people for that or put them in timeout for that. We got to lighten up. So please don't, for the rest of the stream, don't block anyone. He's only in timeout, so he'll be good. But yeah, he didn't have to get, he's a regular. See, shooters got to get familiar with the username. Some of these people be on, I see what they're talking about, because some of these people be hitting me up. You guys are making my job complicated. I can't have that. You know what I'm saying? Because people are hitting me up like, hey, I donate and I'm always supporting and blah, blah, blah. And I got blocked for something. We shouldn't be. We got to ease up on these triggers. Those types of things. Like, I'm just going to take everyone's badge and then just start from scratch. If we can't, I really want you guys to be able to figure this out yourself, but, or I don't know. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but it's just getting crazy. But anyway, my thing is this. For the people, old media, who want to blame Al Heyman and want to blame Luis Ortiz, if the fight doesn't come off, right? Why isn't Dillian White stepping in as a replacement? Why doesn't that's an in-house fight? They have bad blood. It's a good fight. It's better than probably who Joshua's going to end up fighting. See, you guys are full of shit because you don't want AJ probably don't want to fight Dillian White on late notice, like switching opponent like that, because he knows Dillian White is coming to fight, and he knows Dillian White can crack, and he knows Dillian White has momentum. So that's what I'm saying. You want Luis Ortiz to do something that no one else is doing. You know what I'm saying? Luis Ortiz needs to step up, but Dillian White, he don't have to fight him next, and that's an in-house fight that Eddie can make. And the whole across the street shit, PBC they don't owe nothing to Eddie Hearn. They don't owe nothing. Luis Ortiz don't owe nothing. So when their event fails or is in shambles, they gotta go save the day. That's not how that works. Like I said, did you see DAZN when Charlo needed an opponent after Willie Monroe Jr. failed a drug test? Same setup. That was the debut for Fox. They're trying to get ratings, and their card was almost compromised. It was compromised. You didn't see DAZN send over Andrade and Triple G, which would have been great fights. And in fact, it would have been better fight than Willie Monroe, Triple G or Andrade. So why do you guys think Al Heyman has to do that? And especially on late notice. Now, if Al Heyman, he's showed a history of sending his fighters over to other places. He sent Dominic Wade to HBO to get slaughtered by Triple G, Dominic Brazil to get slaughtered by AJ, Charles Martin to get slaughtered by AJ, Amir Khan to get slaughtered by Canelo. Eddie Hearn's proven he's willing to work with other promoters, and he sends guys over. Because guess what? He has the biggest stable, so he doesn't have to protect, 5 fighters and keep it all in-house and worry about someone taking the L potentially. That's what happens when you a boss and you have power and you have a deep stable. These other guys don't want to send Tyson Fury over to Showtime and fight Wilder in a rematch. Nope. That's what's right for boxing. Wilder Fury too. But guess what? They're trying to give Tyson Fury every ounce of courage and confidence, and trying to give him the tune-ups that he probably should have took from the jump that people were telling him he needed to take. Now he came close to losing and being knocked out. Now they're trying to give him as much confidence and training, and we'll train and shit to get back on his feet. They don't want to put him in there with Wilder. So once again, you expect Luis Ortiz and Adam Kanowski and all these guys to just jump and be chomping at the bit. To jump in late with, I already proved it wasn't 7 or 8 weeks. It's literally 6 weeks from when Gerald Miller was blocked, which was yesterday. And the 6th week is Wednesday. The Wednesday during fight week is the 6th week. So Gerald, they would be doing a press conference or some shit on Wednesday, or a media workout. So you don't have 6 weeks. Plus you have to string together. You don't have no time. You don't have no time to prepare. And then they're trying to flip it. Oh, I thought you wanted Luis Ortiz to get the shot. Yeah, people do want to see Luis Ortiz versus AJ. But why can't they see it not under duress? We got to see Luis Ortiz versus AJ when AJ could have picked Luis Ortiz from the jump and not been worried about this. You know what I'm saying? Why couldn't we see it under fair, normal, regular fight conditions where they had a proper build-up, did a press tour or press conference to announce the fight? They both went to their training camps, like what Canelo and Jacobs are getting. But now you guys are trying to rush him. Now you're trying to rush him because the event, is potentially going to fail. And, there's been a lot of things that need to be answered with Miller messing up like this and AJ not having to. That's what they're afraid of. That's why they want Luis Ortiz to hurry up and come save the day, or Al Heyman or one of these good fights, because they want to save the event. But like I said, this is business. This is no one's job. The only job it was Gerald Miller to, to be clean and to be able to pass his screenings. He didn't. So now they have to pick up the pieces. Like Hustleman said, pick up the pieces. Block El Cax or whatever. Block him. I don't care. These motherfuckers getting at work. Okay. Oh my gosh. What part, do I speak English? Like, I don't get it. What do you guys want? What more do you want from me? So what do you think should happen? I've been telling you what I think should happen. I've been telling you what I think is going to happen for the last couple of streams. I don't understand what language I'm speaking. Listen, if Luis Ortiz and his team want to be ill prepared and have a short camp, and they like whatever's being offered and they feel comfortable with all those things, then fight him. But more than likely they're not going to fight him because why do they have to fight him under duress, under stress, under time constraints, when Joshua didn't have no time constraints? He had full time to prepare, eat how he wanted to eat. Even with Gerald Miller doing this, he can be pissed or mad and angry, but he don't have to change nothing. Like his diet, he could just keep going on with his camp. These other guys have to, what's harder? What's harder if you had any chance in the world of stopping Marshawn Lynch, right? Do you think it'd be easier once he's already cleared 6 yards and he's already running, getting into his stride, or at a standstill? If you could even stop him ever, what do you think you have the best chance to stop him? Do you get what I'm saying? To stop him from running forward at a standstill, or when he has motion? Of course, when he has motion, it's going to be harder, just like in football. So the thing is, Joshua has motion because he was training for a 317-pound fighter. So you can't expect elite level professionals who have careers to necessarily jump in and be at a standstill, And a lot of people are doing this old bullshit like, oh, throwback fighters, they used to stay ready and they would take it at the drop of a dime. Yeah, they also got paid a fucking dime. So the times were different. Yeah, everyone would stay. I do believe you should stay ready, stay in shape, but it's still, for a high-profile elite fight, you want to give it your best effort. And unfortunately, in these situations, the people that end up usually taking these fights last minute are people they were either in training camp, like Charlo, and he got Matt Korobov, because Korobov was already supposed to be on the camp. He was already in a camp. You get what I'm saying? He said either way you're getting ran over. That's probably true, but it doesn't even have to be Marshawn Lynch. It could be anybody. Anybody that's running versus somebody who's at a standstill. Your best chance of stopping them is at a, unless you put do them like Ricky or something. But I'm just talking about with your hands grabbing someone and stopping them. It's always going to be easier to stop someone at a standstill versus someone who has movement. You feel me? He said Stavern ready. Hey, bro, you disrespectful. You get what I'm saying? But it's not up to Joe Joyce and Kanowski and Luis Ortiz. These guys have viable careers where they could get big fights and big opportunities. Like, who wants to be ill prepared to hurry up and save someone else who they have no allegiance to's events? And y'all talking about money. Money doesn't rule everything. Money is great. Yes, we want to see fighters get compensated. Yes, they deserve to be compensated. But money is not to the point of I'm going to do something foolish and, not give myself the best chance or whatever. Even Joshua said this. These dudes be, shout out to Kansas City, Kansas, man. We working. Joshua said in an interview on tape, I'll fight Wilder in 2018, 2019, 2020. I'll fight him. The fans can't rush me. I'll fight him when I feel I have the best chance to win. He was next to Johnny Nelson. So with him saying that with no training camp, but just randomly saying that, I'll fight Wilder when I feel I have the best chance to win, whether that's 2018, 19, 2020, 2021, when I'm ready, not the fans. So how the fuck are y'all trying to rush Luis Ortiz or Kaunowski or anybody else to fix this situation? Stop it. Joshua told you himself he'd fight Wilder when he want to fight him. And you mad, let's do or die for Luis Ortiz. Fuck that. Luis Ortiz, that's why I told you, I wouldn't even take the fight about Luis Ortiz. Not that he's scared, not that he can't even beat him on a short camp. I don't know. But I would give myself the best chance, the same even playing field that Joshua has. Why when Luis Ortiz been calling out Joshua, been talking greasy, Joshua didn't pick him, even though despite calling him out, didn't pick him. And then now, because your event got messed up, you want them to hurry up and pick you. Like Matt Korobov, when Charlo needed a replacement for Willie Monroe, it wasn't like he curved Matt Korobov and Matt Korobov had been calling him out and he curved him and didn't give him an opportunity and didn't select him and then selected Willie Monroe and then came back needing him. Plus, Korobov was going to be on that card regardless. So he was already in training camp. Unlike Luis Ortiz, I don't know when his next fight is. Micah said, everyone needs to remember this. It ain't AJ's fault that Miller fucked up. No one's saying that. Listen, again, some of you guys struggle with comprehension. That aspect of someone failing a drug test is not Miller's fault. I mean, that's not AJ's fault. What is AJ and Eddie Hearn's fault is they could have made the right decision that people wanted from the jump and picked Dillian White or Luis Ortiz from the beginning. If they couldn't get Wilder, that's the fights that people were clamoring for. Wilder, then Luis Ortiz, and then I would say Dillian White. They chose against all of that. It's documented. You guys can't win this. New media. And like I said, for the people who are blaming Luis Ortiz, then explain how come Dillian White's not the one stepping up and fighting him. Because Eddie Hearn don't want to make that.
Because he's fighting. Because if we're going to fight in America more often, we need people great from Brooklyn, big mouth.
Look.
And Luis Ortiz. I said we'd fight Klitschko. If we have to vacate the I said we'd fight Klitschko as we had a contracting. And we said, who would you rather?
Look.
They say, when we had a choice to fight in America, there were two options for us. Jarrell Miller and Luis Ortiz. We went to Madison Square Garden, we went to DAZN, and we said, who would you rather? They say Jarrell Miller. Right? We want an American, great, from Brooklyn, big mouth, great. So that's why. Luis Ortiz is a very probable opponent for Andy. And we said, who would you... When we had a choice to fight in America, there were two options for us. Jarrell Miller and Luis Ortiz. We went to Madison Square Garden, we went to DAZN, and we said, who would you rather? They say Jarrell Miller. Right? We want an American, great, from Brooklyn, big mouth, great. So that's why. Luis Ortiz is a very probable opponent.
So, that was from Eddie Hearn last week. See how this comes back? When you do all these interviews, your words come back. He just said on tape last week at Lomachenko Corolla, they said, well, why didn't AJ fight Luis Ortiz? He says, listen, we went to Madison Square Garden, who's hosting the fight, the venue, and DAZN. And we says we had when the thought of AJ coming to America, two names were brought to them, to Madison Square Garden and to DAZN. He said, who would you rather fight? Luis Ortiz, would you rather us fight Luis Ortiz or Jarrell Miller? He said he threw them under the bus and said they chose Jarrell Miller. We want a guy, he's from Brooklyn, he's a loudmouth, great. Now you want Luis Ortiz a week later when the event gets screwed up to come save the day. And try again, motherfucker. It doesn't work like that. The whole game plan is been snitched.
And we said, who would you... When we had a choice to fight in America, there were two options for us. Jarrell Miller and Luis Ortiz. We went to Madison Square Garden, we went to DAZN, and we said, who would you rather? They say Jarrell Miller. Right? We want an American, great, from Brooklyn, big mouth, great. So that's why. Luis Ortiz is a very probable opponent for Anthony Joshua. Maybe.
And listen.
Who's badly?
Listen. Now he starts dissing Luis Ortiz.
Yeah.
He does. He want to fight Wilder again,
I
too.
feel sorry for him.
He wants Wilder and Joshua.
I feel sorry for him because he's fighting.
So you hear the Cali Enigma said he wants Wilder and Joshua.
Horrendous.
Yeah,
and
he said,
no, but his value is going down.
He does. He want to fight Wilder
He
again,
does.
too.
I feel sorry for him.
He wants Wilder and Joshua.
I feel sorry for him because he's fighting. The people he's fighting are horrendous.
Yeah,
and
he's number one fighter.
No, but his value is going down.
Even your guy, Dillian White.
Dillian White will fight.
Dillian White's not trying to fight him. You know he didn't get off no 2.6 million. Come on, man.
You're like asking me questions, but you're telling me the answers. That's not what this is about, really. You're not saying, does Dillian White want to fight? You're just telling me. So if that's your thoughts, that's fine. Okay. But what I'm saying is, by Dillian White, by Luis Ortiz fighting Christian Hammer and stinking the whole arena out, who cares about Luis Ortiz? That's why they're doing a bad job for Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz's value after the Wilder fight has gone to the floor, right? So actually...
Enough said. He just said last week, who cares about Luis Ortiz? Luis Ortiz, his value has gone to the floor. We offered DAZN and Madison Square Garden 2 American fights for AJ, either Jarrell Miller or Luis King Kong Ortiz, and they both said Jarrell Miller. This is the part where it comes back to bite you for what you say. He said Luis Ortiz stunk up the place with Christian Hammer. It was boring and horrible, and his value has dropped and value has decreased. I feel bad. He's being mismanaged. He just said this stuff last week. This is the part where it comes back to bite you. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all are talking about. Talking about Luis Ortiz owes them anything to have a short camp and then just to get this fight and this do or die. Stop it. Luis Ortiz, do your thing, bro. I wouldn't take this if I were you anyway. Take it under fair terms that Jarrell Miller was afforded. Jarrell Miller, obviously, he failed or tested positive, so that's dead in the water. But he was still provided the opportunity at $6 to $8 million guaranteed, still provided opportunity to have a full-ass training camp. So when that doesn't happen for obvious reasons, because of Jarrell Miller, then you can't expect Luis Ortiz to bail you out. Especially when just last week, Luis Ortiz was being berated and Eddie Hearn was trying to denigrate Luis Ortiz. His profile said he fought Christian Hammer, stunk the place up. His value has dropped. You feel bad. This is why they're not doing a good job managing Luis Ortiz. His value has went. Madison Square and DAZN both picked against Luis Ortiz. So once again, my points that I'm making are provable and they're on tape. They're on tape. So you just snitched on yourself. This is why, okay. You see, some of y'all don't watch like Law and Order or like First 48 and shit, Forensic File, Cold Case Files, none of that. Why do you think when police are doing interrogation, some people are like, I want to speak to my lawyer? Because the more you talk, the more you fuck yourself up in a lot of situations when you're not being real and you're not being transparent. End of story. That's why people say, I want to speak to my lawyer and refuse to talk because they don't want to say the wrong thing. But guess what? Eddie Hearn, all in the video. If you don't want to worry about the executive producer, all in the video. He likes it. He likes the camera. He does it, does all the interviews, says whatever, it comes out, and then it comes out. But now it's out on tape. You said you offered two choices for an American debut for AJ, Luis King Kong Ortiz and Gerald Miller, and both entities that are promoting or were promoting Joshua Miller picked against Luis Ortiz. End of story. So you're on tape. There's no denying, unless you're going to tell me that's a hologram or, you know, Jordan Peele's Us or some shit of Eddie Hearn. You already spilled the beans. So either you were lying then last week or, you know, something, but you already said on tape you presented Luis Ortiz and they picked against him. So now Luis Ortiz is supposed to just come save the day. This is not like years ago. This was last week at Lomachenko Corolla. But guess what? Eddie Hearn said these things freely because he had his event intact. Nobody knew Gerald Miller was going to fail a drug test. You know, that's what he got to go through. He has to deal with like the, you know, harassment and stuff. And, you know, the people raising eyebrows now. That's what he has to deal with. But Eddie Hearns didn't know this. He had no knowledge. So that's why he freely said this stuff. But it came back to bite him. Karma. You, like, you literally just told us that Luis Ortiz was an option and you guys went a different route. So now you need Luis Ortiz and we're supposed to just, you know, Luis Ortiz is supposed to just hop on one foot and do whatever, not get full times to stop it. Meanwhile, Joshua's been in the full camp. It has nothing to do with fear or Luis don't think he can beat him. It has something to do with like you looked over him. Exactly. You reap what you sow. You know, I told you. I said this before. New media. Do you believe in God? Then believe in new media. Believe in Boxingego. Believe in Ego's Army. Death Row East. Believe in that. I told you guys. The truth, it always comes out. Now these statements come back to bite you. How come they can't pull no statements that I made a week ago, 2 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, and use it against me like that? You don't see nobody playing no tape where I said Luis Ortiz don't deserve a shot at AJ. And then now all of a sudden I'm saying he does or something. This is that old media shit. That's why they can't beat us, because they know the shit they say is bullshit, and it's on borrowed time because it's always proven. It's always proven to not be what they say. I told you I got videos for the longest advocating for Joshua to fight against Luis Ortiz. Look. This is my body of work. Listen to any of these videos. Luis Ortiz has zero respect. Look. Luis Ortiz 4 months ago, he said he had zero respect for Anthony Joshua. I made a video about it. Luis Ortiz says Anthony Joshua is a chicken. 5 months ago. That's why they can't come for me like that. Luis Ortiz says he would whoop Punk Anthony Joshua. These are direct quotes. Look, in case you're just joining. The reason why Luis Ortiz is angry with Anthony Joshua. Look at that. 1 year ago. Boxingego, you see that? So, you guys are trapped, like always. Trapped. You guys are trapped. Just last week, Luis Ortiz was losing value. Now, all of a sudden, his value's back, and you guys been wanting to fight. Block AFC Razor. These dudes, old media, that's okay. You see how desperate they have to come back several times to try to make these points? That's how you know who's winning, because they always have to do extra. They can't just say it one thing. They got to leave the most comments in the comment section. You guys see. That's how I told you. I know what I'm doing. I'm destroying them. You can see. You can see it. Because why would you even have to leave 10 comments? They're trying to do that because they're trying to paint this radical narrative. And they want people to they want to tattoo and graffiti up the comment section. So people I guess they think that's convincing people. Why would you have to do that? If you had a solid point, you just say that and let that shit ride. But they be like, oh yeah, oh, Ortiz is old, Ortiz is ducking, oh, Wilder. They got to leave 1,000 comments and long ass narratives and shit. Look at everyone else in Eagles Army chilling. Look, Royal Flesh said Ortiz will rape Joshua. That's it. You know? AJ scared of Ortiz. That's it. Look, there ain't nobody. The only people save more in your insurance by switching to the zone. Eddie says a lot of things, LOL. You see how everyone else is just leaving, like, just running the mill conversation, short, sweet, to the point, because we're not pressed about it. We don't have to worry about it. We're not having to paint this crazy narrative. But you notice the people come in and try to disrupt the chat. They'll say 1,000 different things and this much typing and all that. And then you hear the people who are breaking it down, they're using logic. Ortiz lost one fight against Deontay Wilder, and it was a cracking fight, Wilder's toughest test until Fury. Ortiz deserves a shot over anyone. If not, it has to be White. It's not going to be White. White, they said they're working on his July fight. That's what I'm saying. Why is the pressure on Luis Ortiz last minute, but it's not on Dillian White to join last minute? You know what I'm saying? This is all politics, people. So anyway, I think he'll probably fight someone like Michael Hunter. They got to take what they can get. And, I don't know how sellable that's a fight, and that is just what it is. They just have to hold the L on this event. I don't think it's going to be what they anticipated. That's just what it is. And again, I tell you, for me, the people who talk bad about me, Ego's Army, Boxingego, what we doing, I'm not helping you. Why would I help you? In a clutch moment, and I have to take a concession, like have a half camp. And then just last week, you was talking bad about me. Why? He just said, oh, I feel bad for Luis Ortiz. He stunk up the place. Luis Ortiz, his value has dropped. Went down in the gutter ball. He's saying all that, and you want me to save your event by making a meaningful fight? It don't work like that. I'm trying to tell y'all. Smash the like button, please. If you guys could smash the like button. It does not work like that. So you could just say whatever about people and then expect them to work with you and like bail you out. No. Who does that? Like, so if I stole from you last week and then someone stole from me and I don't have enough money to get a car battery, are y'all going to give me the money knowing I just stole from you? Or I wronged you in some kind of way? We got in an argument and I just left it fucked up and said mean things. Who's going to help me? You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking about I need to get the zone for a year up front. And it's a year up front. It's only $833 a month. And then they can't even hold these cards together. David Lemieux's off the card. He's injured. What's the name? Gerald Miller failed a drug test. Frank Warren brought up a good point. He said if Gerald Miller denies using it, who gave it to him? You know, you want me to pay a year in advance, but Canelo Jacobs' Adelaide Bird is included in the Nevada State Athletic Commission judging pool. But I'm supposed to buy a year in advance. Okay. This is not a good look, people. Not a good look. That's what I'm saying. And like I said, it's business. It's not no one else's duty to save your event. That's just the reality of it. When PBC, like, okay, here's an example. I'm giving y'all facts, examples. Everybody was looking forward to Gervonta Tank Davis versus Abner Mares. Abner Mares revealed last minute that he had a detached retina, needed surgery. The fight was canceled. Did Top Rank send Lomachenko? Did Top Rank send Miguel Berchelt as a replacement? Or did they leave PBC to fend for themselves? You guys let me know. Abner Mares versus Tank. They had all these celebrities coming who still came because Tank is a star. And it was at the StubHub. They had a ton of tickets sold. Who sent someone? Did DAZN send Tevin Farmer to fill in for Abner Mares late notice? Not saying Tevin wouldn't fight him, but did they send him to fight late notice against Tank Davis? But then once again, the black guy, Al Heyman, is always to blame, you know? Oh, yeah, Luis Ortiz. Oh, why? It's not Luis Ortiz's problem. It's not Adam Kanowski. It's not Top Rank, not Bob Arum. This is your card that fell apart. It was a card that people told you this wasn't our first choice. So it is what it is. This is simple business, people. Like I said, how come DAZN didn't send Tevin Farmer over, which would have been a great fight, in lieu of Abner Mares having a detached retina? Why didn't they go save the PBC card? They left PBC to just fend for themselves and put in Hugo Ruiz. And Drake still showed up. Lil Wayne and Birdman. What happened to that boy? I ain't gonna say it no more. Still showed up. Ryan Garcia was still in the crowd. Golden Boy had their own fight card. Ryan Garcia is a Golden Boy fighter. And Ryan Garcia went to Tank's fight on PBC. Instead of the Golden Boy Cancillo, Alberto Machado, which is also in or around his division, you know, instead of going to your hometown, your label's fight, you went to Tank's fight, even though it wasn't Abner Mares. Tells you the kid has star power. Gervonta has star power. So, you know, these are the decisions. You got to live and die by the sword. You know, live by the gun, die by the gun, live by the sword, die by the sword. People told you not to make the Gerald Miller shouldn't have been Joshua's first priority, and they made it his first priority. Eddie Hearn is on tape. Eddie Hearn is on tape saying we presented Luis Ortiz, and DAZN in Madison Square Garden picked against him. I just let you listen to it. He said this last week. So now you think Luis Ortiz is going to, you know, do himself a disservice, have less than 6 weeks to train for Anthony Joshua, and then Al Heyman or whoever his team is going to advise him over to go fight, you know, a gold medalist and an undefeated fighter on short notice. But you could have gave him non-short notice, regular notice, by picking him to begin with. So, again, I'm not blaming AJ for someone else failing the test, but a lot of things could have been done differently, and it wouldn't have been this bad. Like I said, even if DAZN put Triple G versus Demetrius Andrade, that would be a good June fight. So fuck this, you know, Anthony Joshua fight. If it folds, it folds. But they would still have traction with another good fight. But guess what? DAZN didn't listen. They didn't listen to public. I told you everything goes to new media. So now guess what? They have two potentially horrific cards. You know, one not by choice, but the reality is Joshua's probably going to fight not Kanowski. He's not going to fight Kubrat Pulev. Not going to fight Luis Ortiz. Not going to fight Dillian White, you know. And he's going to probably fight Michael Hunter or Manuel Char or Shmishmiel, you know, some random name that we don't know. It's the reality of it. And like I said, at least if they would have a saving grace in Triple G versus Andrade, but they didn't make the fight. They want to preserve Triple G, hoping Canelo gets past it and they can push for Canelo Triple G. These are the decisions they made. This is what they got to ride with. This is what it is. But like I said, if they listen to me, yeah, see, y'all think this is fun and games. I don't know what I'm talking about or whatever. I don't know what they think, but that's fine because we show and prove. I told y'all, there's so many things could have been done differently that I've been telling you could have been done differently, and they would have made sense had they been done different. And now you guys are getting to see it. Now everyone's all mad, and because they know the card is kind of a wrap. You know, all the old media, everything they said is proven to be false, and what new media said is proven true. This is their worst nightmare. They're like, oh, Katie Taylor, she's bigger than Clarissa Shields. Well, that's great. If you really believe that, that's great because she's on this Joshua card and he's going to fight whoever. So they're going to need all the star power that they could get to promote Joshua versus Michael Hunter or Emmanuel Charr in America. So, you know, you better hope. We'll see. We'll see how much influence and fans that Katie Taylor brings to help the card because y'all said she was bigger than Clarissa Shields and she's the best woman's fighter. This is what y'all said. So that's good because maybe she can save the card, her opponent. I think it's for Undisputed. So let's see if that saves it. Let's see if it's more her fight's more talked about than the Undisputed fight with Clarissa and Christina Hammer. Everything old media said in these type of occurrences start getting shot down, and you see these arguments ain't making sense. These same dudes running around talking about Joshua's the biggest star, bigger star than Canelo. He's a bigger star than in America than Wilder. Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see if he's a bigger star because it's likely he's gonna have to carry this card because they're gonna probably put him in there with someone who Joshua's more well known than in America than that person. So we're gonna see Joshua's star power. He said Tevin Loma will never fight Tank in a short week notice. They ain't stupid. It's too little time to prepare. Well, then don't expect other people to do it either. See, like I said, usually what happens in these scenarios, people who are already training or people who it's just a huge opportunity that they can't get anything close to that any other time, so they'll just take it. Like Vanes Matarosa, he was unemployed basically for 2 years, so he took the Triple G fight knowing he couldn't win. And he had to move up, and you've seen how the fight played out. So, I don't know. I don't want to speculate who they're going to fight, but it's not looking good. Not looking good at all. Because I don't think it'll be Luis Ortiz. Wilder's booked. Brazil, he already beat him, and he's booked. Usyk's already booked. See, why don't they pull Usyk? See, that's what I'm saying. See, they don't. This is what happens. People treat this like some gang shit. Like, oh, PBC versus DAZN and shit. So, okay, on some real gang shit, then why doesn't DAZN pull from their side? If that's how you feel, how you expected PBC, who DAZN takes shots at, Eddie Hearn takes shots at, you expecting PBC, you on some tribal gang shit, you know, and you're expecting PBC to come save the day just because they have the talent. But then Usyk, Carlos Takam, cancel that shit. Put Usyk in there with Joshua. You know, those are both DAZN fighters. Murat Gassiev, he just got signed. Put him in there with Joshua last minute notice. He's a puncher. You know, he's moving up from cruiserweight. Put him in there. See, they don't want to crack none of their own eggs. You see how now this stuff is starting to come into the picture. You want Luis Ortiz in there ill prepared and, you know, not having a full camp. Put Usyk in there last minute. Look, y'all getting destroyed. Y'all know what it is. Eddie Hearn, delighted to announce the signing of unified cruiserweight champion, making his move to heavyweight division, Murat Gassiev. So give him a short camp and put him in there, feed him to Joshua. Yeah, that's a hell of a welcome party. Give him all that money and put him in there with Joshua. You see, you don't want to crack none of your own eggs. Put Dillian White in there. They have bad blood, even though that's more of a UK fight and they know it. Put it in America. Put Dillian White in there. You see? Y'all getting bodied. Y'all expected PBC to come save the day for DAZN, but DAZN ain't even doing that. They not putting like, oh shit, our main event got canceled. Let's pull Gassiev. He's already moving to heavyweight. Put him in there with Joshua last minute. You want Luis Ortiz to take the fight and take the money, and it's a once in a life. Gassiev lost in a horrible way to Usyk. So look, Eddie Hearns, he's delighted to announce Gassiev, and he's moving to heavyweight. Okay, so give him the same money you were going to allegedly give Luis Ortiz and put him in there. Last minute, oh well, you got to save the event, right? Cancel the Usyk. Who's checking for Usyk? Carlos Takam? No way. Put Usyk in with little time. See, they don't want to do that because those are the people they're building. So they're not trying to risk that. They're not trying to put Dillian White in there last minute. They're not trying to put Joshua in there with Dillian White last minute. So don't let the perception fool you. Like Al Heyman is preventing a good fight. This is the dumb shit that they're trying to pitch. And then, like I said, when PBC or Top Rank go through the same thing, because this happens to everybody. When Top Rank or PBC has a card that gets fucked over, PBC had a couple. Whereas like Broner was supposed to fight Omar Figueroa. I was looking forward to that. He pulls out with injury. They had to replace it with Jesse Vargas. Charlo was supposed to fight Willie Monroe in December for a Fox debut of Premier Boxing Champs on Fox. He fails a drug test. They replace him with Matt Korobov. Tank Davis had a step-up opponent in Abner Matters that we all respect, who's from L.A., in Carson. The fight got canceled. Abner Matters detached retina. You didn't see Tevin Farmer and DAZN and all these people come to the table sending over. You didn't see Golden Boy sending Ken Seo over to fight Tank. You didn't see Ryan Garcia, Golden Boy or DAZN sending Ryan Garcia to fight Tank last minute. So stop it. But once again, because people treat this like it's some gang shit, they treat it like it's some gang shit. They want to play sides, but until playing sides don't work for them. Now all of a sudden it's PBC got to save the day, and Top Rank and all these people got to send their best people over to help. This is a business. Al Heyman probably got his own plans with Luis Ortiz. They might have Luis Ortiz on deck for a Wilder rematch. You know what I'm saying? If Wilder gets past Brazil and he can't make Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury ran off to ESPN, and if, they've had trouble making the Joshua fight and we don't know what network is, that might be a person they're saving for Wilder so Wilder can rematch him. Everybody got their own little plans, and you know it. You know what it is. But like I said, you don't see no other people coming out to volunteer and have these search parties and help. When they have these little forest fires and shit, and then people come out to help to try to put out the fire and donate clothes. You don't see all this, remorse when other people's cars get fucked up. It's just a part of boxing. Everybody goes through this. Because people get hurt, people fail drug tests. It's just a reality. So it is what it is. Remember when Deontay Wilder was supposed to fight Andre Wawowski? I think he was like once beaten Polish fighter. He failed a drug test. Same thing Wilder went through. They replaced it with Gerald Washington in-house. They didn't make the Joshua fight in lieu of Wawowski. They didn't send Dillian White over in lieu of Wawowski failing the drug test. Same thing when Wilder was supposed to fight Povetkin. He was supposed to fight Povetkin in Russia. A lot of money. Povetkin failed a drug test with that meldonium shit. They had to figure it out. Wilder was supposed to fight Luis Ortiz in November. I scheduled a plane ticket expecting for that fight. Luis Ortiz had banned substances in his system, which was later explained through blood pressure pills. They had to put Bermain Stavern. This had happened to Wilder 3 times at least. They had to figure it out. DAZN, good luck. They got to figure it out. I'm out. Holla at me.